Con Oxxo Premia ganas producto gratis. Es muy fácil. Solo tienes que descargar la app de Mi Oxxo para obtener tu tarjeta Oxxo Premia digital. Te registras con tu número de teléfono, nombre y correo electrónico. ¡Y listo! Compra, pasa tu tarjeta, acumula y gana. Descarga la app ahora.
Oxxo, a la vuelta de tu vida.
Oxxo premia tu lealtad. Sé parte del programa de recompensas Oxxo Premia y disfruta de más de 2,000 productos gratis. Todas tus compras suman y por cada 10 pesos acumulas un punto. ¿Qué esperas? Descarga Mi Oxxo app para registrarte o pide tu tarjeta en tienda y comienza a acumular puntos.
Oxxo, a la vuelta de tu vida.
Welcome back, everybody! This is Relax and Smash at Geekfest Cancun, and we're in the top 8. This is the final segment of the tournament. And for the commentary, it says I, Toon Laguna, alongside...
Fierce Zero himself. Welcome, everybody. This is going to be such a great show tonight. We are very much excited. Finally, we're going to conclude this magnet event that we had here all the way to the southeast of Mexico, Cancun. You know, you have heard that name before. You have seen it on media. You have heard jokes about it. The beaches, the lobsters, the shrimps, anything about Cancun that you have ever heard, it just spells paradise. And paradise has angels and demons. So one of them is just gonna rise above them all and take the championship of this first tournament.
Absolutely, we have some heavy hitters in bracket today, including none other than MkLeo, Spargo, Chag, Big Boss, Waka,
Shiny Mark.
I mean, there's a lot of talent over here, and I know that people are more than excited over there to watch them play, and we're about to start, because keep in mind, this is gonna go for 4 hours straight. You're gonna get a lot of Smash action, and in-person Smash action, which what's better? You're having in-person Smash in paradise, basically.
Yeah, after the long hiatus that we had to go through all these years along, we're finally taking back normality and back to it. We're finally being able to see such talents. Waka being able to travel, Shanimar being able to travel outside of his country, being able to represent not only Guatemala, but all Central America themselves. And of course, there's a lot of new names that are coming up, such as Ang, one of the best Toon Links that this whole country has to offer, or Turi, now rocking Joker, which actually surprised to everybody.
Yeah, actually, I remember him using Fox, and now he has brought out the counter pick, which is not super strange. I remember him yesterday in bracket, Sickening Fever also brought out Joker instead of Ike. So I think there is a bit of a Joker resurgence all of a sudden, but of course, the quintessential Joker has brought out a lot of Corrin lately. Mr. MkLeo himself is still rocking that Corrin, a lot of counter picks. If you guys remember, he also just won, he also got second place at a tournament in Cuba using Rob of all characters. And by the way, I hear the crowd getting extra hype because there is one player who gave us a lot of surprises yesterday, that being Ang, taking Spargo to Game 5. SKL gang, are you ready for Ang action?
Yeah, they're nothing more than ready. And of course, just to put some green on all this hype that people are already rolling up, we have one of the best, a world-renowned commentator being our presenter today. It's none other than Mr. Cole himself, the masked man from Mexico.
Yes, sir. Let's take it over to Cole to present our players.
Let's go, people! I wanna hear Cancun! Introducing on the loser side of the bracket, he comes from Mexico City, from La Colonia Santo Domingo. He is known as the Messiah of El el futuro. Abraham Slané Big Boss.
You can hear the crowd just going wild on him.
Oh, absolutely.
They love him.
Beef Dios.
And his opponent, a man with the resilience of the Frontier Warriors. From Mexicali, Baja California, his name is Turi! It's time to smash!
Let's get ready for it. The two first players are now on the stage, ready to play. And these guys are coming up of a series of pretty interesting events. Big Boss got upset by Waka. That's why he is losing currently in loser's top 8. Waka is in winner's side. And Turi is one of other two players from Baja California. He is trying to make a name for himself outside of his state. He has been traveling a lot. And now he went all the way from one corner of the country to the next.
Another. Yes, this is a coast to coast. This is all the way Pacific to the Gulf. We are finally having this match in which we are going to be shown what Turi is actually capable of. You may have heard about Mexicali before. Baja California is just a state that has been rocking every single leaderboard, every single discussion for quite a while now. But Turi is just like a shadow boss. He is actually the top tier from Baja California, Mexicali specifically, just a little bit close to Andric himself.
Yes, that's true. Andric is the first player you think of when you think of Mexicali, but Turi is trying to claim that title for himself. But keep in mind, they do play quite often, so I think we can expect some similar play styles.
Yeah.
Whoa, hang on a sec. Okay, so Turi has brought out Fox. He has brought out Joker, and now he brings out the Crom to face off against Big Boss. Now, the interesting part here is that Nair from Mexico City as well has been playing a lot of Crom lately, so Big Boss has the match of knowledge.
Yes, of course, and actually we have had this match before. The fact that we had action directly on the stream, Big Boss playing against Nair, specifically with Crom, as you already pointed out, he's going to have a lot of rating on this specific matchup, but also, there's nothing that Turi can come up with Crom themselves to surprise Big Boss, and that's been showcased and showed up on this specific timing here at the ledge trap.
And I think, yes, the ledge trap is precisely the place where you're going to see all of these mix-ups come through, but no Big Boss. It's a super risky up B right there, and so Turi is now in the advantage somehow. I mean, we keep saying Big Boss most likely knows all the tricks, but here's one that we did not expect to see happen so early.
So early. That's a specific point. We didn't know that it was going to happen so early, as right now Turi's on the other hand holding at 136%, but that's going to be more than enough. It only takes one single jump outside of the stage being interrupted for you to take on that stock. It doesn't matter the percentage show. On the other hand, it's the future time!
Es el futuro! Oh my lord! And almost gets a backer as well, but Turi manages to escape, although we do realize now that the ledge trap situation is going to be extra complicated for him. If you realize this last recovery in which he lost his stock, he was mashing jump. He jumped right as soon as he possibly could. Big Boss was super ready to cover that, so Turi must find the mix-up if he wants to make it back to the stage, because if not, you're just gonna need another neutral there or forward or whatever.
It's all taking Big Boss all the way to 78%. Turi just holding on to 120. He's just trying to get back into the stage, take the stage control, but sadly, just one single tilt was more than enough to take him back. It's 96 against 124, and of course, it's gonna be the ledge trap situation, trying to use the gyro in his favor, and finally landing that up smash back at the platform.
And he gets the trap. This is where he wants Big Boss. He does not want Rob to escape. Oh, good. That up B landing hitbox, also eating up the gyro. Super good to see that happen for Turi. He's gonna nullify those gyros, and he's going to keep Big Boss in the air a long time. Oh, and barely avoiding that laser, and he eats the gyro. He armors through it.
He armors through it, and it was actually quite intentional. You could see the fact that Turi exactly knew where to land and the timing specifically to just avoid that gyro. He's already rocking Big Boss's world, and that's a surprise to everybody here in the venue. He's already at 78%, 88%, and just non-stoppably Turi taking all the advantage on this situation.
You know, the one thing that I don't see Turi doing is avoiding these trap situations, dear Lord. Okay, so Big Boss, of course, is great at the execution when it comes to those traps. The one thing that I did not see Turi do was punish Big Boss when he landed poorly. Sometimes Big Boss landed with a neutral air and it was punishable. He could have done up tilt or something, and Turi did not press a button, so he is holding back. If he doesn't hold back, he has a lot to win.
As you can see, we're having some displays of the highlights that we had in the match. This was the specific time when Big Boss, he was just set aback. He was taken against the ropes, and on a single moment, all the tides have been turned, and everything just went downhill for Turi. It just took one single down tick, a conversion, a jab block, and that was it. Big Boss took the first game, and we're going to go back to Pokemon Stadium for the second game.
There's something else you have to keep in mind. Tijuana and Mexicali, historically, Baja California in general, has been a region full of ROBs. Like, most people have a secondary ROB ever since Smash 4, so this is not a strange matchup for Turi to play. That's why he has been bringing out so many interesting options to the table, and that's why he does not switch out from Chrom. I think playing Fox against this character might be a bit of a headache. You can die super early, and Chrom has that recovery, which is really poor, of course, but you have better boxing options too. Oh no!
As of right now, you gotta take in mind the fact that Big Boss has a lot of tools to take any kind of pressure outside of the shield. Either you're gonna just scroll and trigger the up smash outside of the shield, or just hold a gyro. I see that Turi has taken a lot of pressure on Big Boss's shield, but I feel like he's a little bit of reckless, just getting a little bit too close to him.
I agree. This neutral exchange that we see from Turi is, okay, I'm gonna wait for Big Boss to land, then I'll approach, but sometimes he's a little too close before that, dear Lord! I mean, every time I see Turi off stage and Big Boss still with resources to recover, I just fear for his life, but there we go. That's the second upbeat that brings Big Boss down, and Turi still manages to make this an even game in terms of stocks, but that's the issue. He does not escape from the ledge.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much you damage your opponent. As long as your opponent keeps the stage control, you're gonna have a trouble. You're gonna be kept against the ropes, and of course, the ropes is just an endless void that doesn't finish. Unlikely though, it's just Turi fighting back, using Big Boss's own gyro to his advantage, and just trying to start up something and avoid all the pressure that he's taking from Big Boss at the ledge.
Now, I like how he hits up those gyros with the upbeat, but eventually Big Boss is going to find the timing, the proper timing for those to actually land, and Turi will not have a chance to recover. Good air dodge into the stage right there. He was going to eat up a huge down smash, and that was going to be the stock, but now he gets a confirm. No, Turi! I insist, this execution from Turi is sometimes amazing, sometimes not so good. Thankfully, he gets a jab into back air, and we're once again in his advantage, but this was the same situation as last game, and Big Boss came back.
Sometimes you feel like the inputs have been eaten, they have been taken outside of Turi's fingertips. On the other hand, though, he's already holding at 160, and that's going to be more than enough. It just takes one platform, one up throw, 170, and that's going to be the stock that Big Boss just needed to even things out, even up the field. He tried to go for the future. He just tried to go for a conversion, but took only 27 on Turi's side.
You know, I think that's why he wanted to bring it to a one stock apiece, because he knows that he has those conversions to bring this back, but Turi does too. Whoa, a neutral B in the air? I did not expect that, and I don't think Big Boss did either, but unfortunately, he is not shook. He is still fighting for his life, and we're somewhat even, to be honest. 20% is not that big of a difference. We know that Big Boss can make this one back, but Turi is playing so careful around him. He is actually getting some solid entrance.
Every single time that Turi is just pressuring that shield with any kind of aerial, whenever he hits the land, he just takes another jab back at Big Boss, and that's exactly what has led him to be able to control the pressure, control the pace, and control Big Boss on this second game.
And I love, too, how Turi kept his composure. He knew that last game could have gone his way, but it ended up going Big Boss's thanks to a single conversion. Well, it was now a ledge trap of all things. It wasn't even a two-frame. Big Boss just held on for a little too long, and so Turi gets the game. We're going to see a replay real quick of that situation. Turi kept pushing for Big Boss to be off stage. And it wasn't a two-frame, like I told you. Big Boss regrabs, and that's the issue there. So Turi, super good at realizing what his opponent is missing and when he has no resources left.
Exactly. Right now, it's a 1-1 even field between these two players. They're actually taking turns. This feels like an RPG where they take turns to just land that single one mortal blow to each other, and then they just recover back and bounce back the next turn.
Indeed. I mean, about taking turns as well, I don't think people have it quite as clear as to when your turn comes against Rob, because he has so many burst options. He always steals your turn back somehow. And Turi here, he has good frame data, he has the range and all, but I think Big Boss, by controlling the stage, has won himself a lot more turns to make something happen.
Well, as long as you don't die when it's Rob's turn, eventually you're going to have your turn. And that's, how it works. In other case...
Just don't get hit.
Just don't get hit, right. That's a skill issue. 104% currently on Turi's side. He's actually wreaking havoc. He just tries to go for the low blow with the down tilt against Big Boss and manages to take him back outside of the stage. But on the other hand, I feel like even though currently Turi is on the verge of losing this stock, he's getting a lot of stage control that Big Boss just giving in, and that's exactly what lets him to get that entrance to land the flows. But the lack of tech on that situation was just more than enough to even the field out on Big Boss's favor.
A little too hungry from Turi's part, going off stage so suddenly. He knew that Big Boss still had some resources at hand, so clearly wasn't the right choice. And now he hits his jump. That's the stock. That has to be the stock, and it will be. That's what I'm telling you. Big Boss knows when Turi's about to jump. He always positions himself in a place where he can just forward there, and that's a stock.
He doesn't have a jump. He doesn't have a jump. He doesn't have a jump. That's going to be the future. He has a jump. He makes it back. He manages to actually land that air dodge on a perfect timing to be able to avoid the everlasting hit of that back air. And on the other hand, though, he's already at 75% of his last stock against Big Boss full 3-stock lead.
And also, keep in mind that Big Boss just needs to go for another one of those down throw berries. He's going to get something big here. There we go. That's the game. There wasn't even a kill screen. That was a 3-stock of all things.
That was a 3-stock.
And it had Big Boss also at 151%. That was max rage. Turi, I think he has some solid ideas, but he keeps putting himself where a single hit is going to eat up his jump, and then he has no way to recover.
What an answer back coming from Big Boss. He just lost the last game and was like, nah, I'm not gonna let this through, dog. He just went through, and took a single class meta-fight session on Turi's side to tell him who is boss here, Hound.
Also, I think we did not hear a character switch. He is going to stick through it with the Crom, which is amazing to me because we already talked about the different counterpicks he has. I would have expected another character to come through in this last game, but now we're in Town and City, so I think we have a bit more of a mix-up in terms of recovery and where you're going to be on stage. Big Boss also is no stranger to this stage. He loves it, but Turi does have a bit more space to run around. He can bait Big Boss into going into his zone.
Yeah, well, I actually respect the decision not to change character, considering that Big Boss himself has trained every single day of his life ever he was taken under Leo's wing on the Joker matchup. So it wouldn't actually make sense for him to just counter Joker if Big Boss is just much knowledge on that matchup itself.
Yeah, I was talking about Fox, but yes.
Yeah, well, that actually makes sense. On the other hand, it's 70 against 80. Big Boss already taken back at the stage, and on the other hand, though, he's trying to regain control constantly, but just the lack of room to breathe in gave Turi that lasting stock.
Yes, indeed. It's once again that you keep getting yourself trapped. I don't think there is much of a mix-up for Turi to go for. He can keep aiming for that upbeat to bring Big Boss down with him, but I don't think it's going to be that good in the long run, although he does have an extra stock to burn. So if he does find that conversion, it will probably be the last time it's going to work, because Big Boss will not let him recover. Oh my god, the platform! That's what I was telling you, the mix-ups! But of course, Big Boss catches the jumps once again.
He covers everything. He was already prepared. He was just one step ahead, using the gyro to cover below, using his arm to cover above. It doesn't matter with what shots. He just goes through and makes it last a stock. And that's going to be the even things out. It's 75% against 17. On the other hand, though, And Turi, even though he's actually pressuring the Big Boss's shield quite so well, he doesn't manage to land any single blow. And he's already taken a lot of toll after that conversion that Big Boss threw at him.
Okay, but I want to mention the way Big Boss just Z-dropped that gyro. That was so creative. He knew that Turi had to jump. He was covering that ground. Unfortunately, he was still invincible, but it would have been amazing had it hit. Big Boss now has the lead in stocks as well, and Turi is on his possible last stock of the entire tournament. He has to make something happen here, perhaps a Crom side where he gets to grab the ledge. I think he's setting up for something big. He does not get it.
He doesn't get absolutely anything, just a little bit more of chip damage against Big Boss, just trying to build something for later. As long as he's getting an opening eventually, he's gonna be able to even the field out. But on the other hand, Big Boss is actually taking a little bit of a step back. He doesn't overly commit, he doesn't overshoot, but that specific neutral layer starting to get back into the stage was the demise of that stock. But it doesn't matter, he still has one on reserve.
And of course, Turi is forced to grab the ledge. Big Boss can recover with no issue. But dude, these kinds of traps are where you're supposed to shine. If Roy had gotten a side B there, that would have been the game. But no, Turi misses, and he is still living though. He has one more shot, but he has to play it perfect. Big Boss is not gonna let him go anything. Oh no!
The length of this rope that was more than enough for Turi to be able to live another minute, the barely least another 30 seconds. It all comes down to this Mexicali warrior to be able to even this game out. He's got the chance. He's got one opportunity. As long as he make it back, he's got a solid chance to actually make Big Boss lose this game that he was already winning. But that neutral there, that was just way too close to the blast zone.
Dude, but hang on a second. Turi is fighting for his life here. He is actually making a comeback. He just needs a solid tilt or a back air, and that's exactly what he went for, but Big Boss knew. Big Boss misses his grab. He misses his back air as well, dear Lord. Everybody is messing over here. It's Whip City.
Nerves are wrecking. People are throwing. Every single player here is just growing.
It worked.
They're growing on the sprouts. It's just Turi going for the suicide. Just going for the suicidal tactic. He just went through. He knew he had one chance to take that forward, and he took it through. That was the one and only opportunity for Bing to be able to take this to the 5th game.
He had to do it. There was no other shot. It was last game, do or die. And he didn't die, thankfully. He got the last stock at 165%. I mean, Big Boss, look how far he went. Look how deep he went. He knew.
That was it.
If that forward had hit, it would have been super hard to tech. Probably impossible.
Yeah.
But Turi still risked it. He spaced perfectly. And now we get a Game 5 just to start out the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and Dems, remember, this is the first set of the tournament in top 8. How more hype can it be?
And as just to put a cherry on the top, even though Big Boss, we went on the narrative talking about how he's going to be one of the best drops in the whole world. It's just Turi trying to prove that the underdogs, they're just being slept on. They have been ignored. It doesn't mean they're less menacing, that their claws doesn't hurt, that their feet doesn't sting. And that's exactly what Turi's going to prove right here.
And Turi, I think, in this stage in particular, has the biggest challenge, but so far so good. This distribution, thankfully, has worked wonders for many sorties in the past. It's great for Rob too, but Turi is actually finding a way to trap Big Boss in the ledge, kind of like Big Boss was doing earlier against him.
It's 34%, 45%. It's already thinking on the damage. All that racked up to one single force match that was just barely enough for Big Boss to survive. On the other hand, we have seen that Turi keeps pressuring on that ledge trap situation, but Big Boss, he's got some boxing tools. You really don't understand why Rob, even though he's got a plethora of tools, he's got, even though Big Boss as well, a boxing tool, I mean.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think Rob lacks any tools, really. I don't think anybody's going to agree. I don't think anybody's going to disagree with that, sorry. But talk about tools. This is the kind of traps that we expect from Big Boss as well. The gyro actually doing its work. Unfortunately, though, he catches a roll, but to the wrong side of the stage. Turi still makes it back, but he has taken quite some time to find the kill. He should have gotten it a while back now. Big Boss living to this percent. It's a bit of a loss in itself, but he finally gets it.
And Big Boss already leading towards the screen. He's taking this way more seriously than he initially did. And of course, you gotta take into account the fact that Turi has already taken him to the 5th game, and it's already starting on the lead of this final game on PS2.
Keep in mind as well that This is Big Boss's counter pick. He decided to come here. He decided to go for this wide stage because he had more space to run through. The laser covers a lot more ground as well. And Turi, on the other hand, seems to have no issue recovering. This is where it's supposed to be a headache. He's still in the last shirt, but he has not gotten gimped quite yet. He makes it back again. Big Boss, what's going on here?
I don't know, but he's already taken all the way to 74%, 64%. He almost choked that forward smash point blank, but Turi keeps on living every single time.
God.
And that counter just lasted long enough for the Jap to actually react on it. He's already at 200%, and Big Boss manages to land the final sore spot of that backer to end up the stock on Turi's side.
At 200%. That was a long-ass stock, if you ask me. But hey, it is what it is. Turi now gets another one super quick. Turi is on the verge of eliminating one of the best rock players in the planet. But Big Boss can make something big here happen.
No!
He did! And we're back to even all of a sudden.
Okay, this is Turi on his last stock, and of course Big Boss on the last stock. This is basically Gol Gana. That's a concept that we're gonna present you even on. So 20%, he's just stalling out. He needs some time to read. He needs some room to go for air. And on the other hand, Turi does not let him go, does not let him above, and it's just 64% that's being even out on the field.
I think there's one big problem here. Turi has been going for too many down tilts, and those down tilts, Big Boss is actually read. He knows how to punish them, and we're getting a huge setup here. No jump, no air dodge. That's the save!
That's the stock. He got served. And sadly, after the second stock was lost on such an early timing, Turi's opportunity to take on this set was a little bit too close for him to grab on. So Big Boss is gonna go to the next round. He manages to make it to top 5, and Turi landing on the 7th place. Well, it's not something that you gotta be ashamed of. Of course, he's actually managed to prove himself worth of that crown.
Oh, absolutely. He brought one of the best raw players in the planet to Game 5, and the last stock situation at that. It was just the consistency in Big Boss's setups that really got him the game. And of course, the neutral to find those setups. It was a great play from him in the last stock. But Turi was living to 200%. I mean, I don't usually see such defense from Karam players, but he managed to live super long when Karam should have been dead a while ago. But that's only the first set, people. Keep in mind, this is the beginning of top 8, and the next players are already set to come into the stage and play. But we're gonna have to hand it over to Mr. Colt real quick for him to present our next players. All right, not quite yet. Don't worry. Oh, there we go.
There we go. There we go.
That was a start. That was a start. Ladies and gentlemen, we continue with an international match because today we have a visitor from our brethren from Central America. He comes from the heart of Guatemala City, a master of the culinary arts, but also a master in the arts of the stick. He is the one who shines, and only Shiny Mark! And his opponent, a man who carries the tune and the loon in only one man. He is one of the OGs of this Mexican community, and also one who is called a king in the north. He is from Saltillo, and a man who is going to bring this world down. He is Ang! Deliver it, gentlemen.
As you already heard, as you can see on the crowd at the back of the stage, and you can already hear in case that it's just leaking a little bit of that sound, a little bit of that celestial voice. Of course, the crowd is just going wild for Anguiano. They root for their North boy. It's gonna be the visitor against the invader. On the other hand, though, there's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of players out there. They're just watching this all the way back from their homes, and they're rooting for the Shiny Mark boy as well.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure that the Guatemala crowd is over there in the chat rooting for their boy, their local boy. But of course, Shiny Mark has all the people rooting for him in the chat. We have Anguiano with the people right here in the venue rooting for him, all the SKL gang. You can look at them behind Ang, actually. And yes, people are super excited for this set. Keep in mind, Ang brought Spargo to Game 5 yesterday, so I think he is more than capable of bringing anyone the scares. And this time around, Shiny Mark bringing out the Pikachu most likely, so I think it's going to be an interesting matchup. I don't usually see Toon Link Pikachu ever. That's probably one of the rarest matchups, so we're going to see some development right here.
There's a lot of things that we gonna take in consideration. The fact that it's just gonna be a floaty against Pikachu. I am exactly, as you have already said before, this is one of the rarest matchups that we have the pleasure to commentate on. So there's a lot of interaction that we're gonna be unaware about. But specifically, I know that the Juggle are gonna be extended, the Leshracs are gonna be extended, but I'm not exactly sure how the combos are gonna work out.
Oh, hang on. I think, there's a Joy-Con with drift connected to the Switch. Un Pro Controller. It's actually not a Pro Controller. It's a Joy-Con that had some drift. So that's because we just played Just Dance before the Smash Top 8.
You're actually commentating. I'm actually commentating with a champion.
I'm flexing.
You're actually listening to the champion. And of course, it's gonna be none other than Toon that actually won the tournament.
Yes, I'm gonna just flexing a little bit, but
flexing, man.
You know, thankfully we're done with that. I already cleaned up my sweat, and we're ready for this next top 8 set. Like we said, Pikachu against Toon Link, Ang, one of the best, if not the best, Toon Link in Mexico. Shiny Mark, one of the best Pikachu players in the planet.
Whole world.
Top 3, I would say, or top 2, most likely, because Awadango has not played Pikachu quite as often, so I think we can give it to Shiny Mark, top 2.
It's gonna be the top 2 Pikachu, the first on our hearts, of Latin America's hearts, against the best Toon Link of all Mexico. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna go up in the vote, and it's gonna be Town and City at the beginning of this set.
And Town and City, for starters, I don't disagree with it, but I do think it's a bit too big of a stage for Toon Link. Sorry, for Pikachu at times. If Ang manages to find his distance, it should be technically very complicated for Shiny Mark to get in, but, you know, so far so good for Shiny Mark, keeping it even, and now Ang gets an opening. Okay, this is super even so far. I really don't think I can tell you much from just the very beginning. I think the development is going to tell us a lot.
Of course, there's going to be a little bit of a slow pace there, still getting to know each other. They got to understand how each other works. So in order to do so, they're just going to try to slow it down a little bit. There's not going to be much of a rush. And on the other hand, though, Shiny, once he gets to get the pressure against his opponent on the ledge, he's of course going to try to exploit that as much as he can and throw every single tool that he's got on his ultis.
And you're going to see a lot of bomb pulls too. I mean, what Ang really wants is to get all these setups with the bomb and then finish out with a fair or a smash, whatever, kind of like he just did. And Shiny Mark loses his first stock off the set. Ang, of course, keeps on throwing out those arrows, which yesterday proved to be a much better move than expected, because at least against Spargo, it was a total headache for Spargo to deal with these arrows.
Shiny Mark is currently struggling against all these rockets that Anguiano is actually landing on him. It's, of course, there's not going to be a lot of connections, a lot of overshooting from Anguiano, but as long as he's got those rockets back in the neutral, and it's going to build up eventually to that one lasting entrance that he's going to take against Shiny Mark. Shiny Mark on 40%, Anguiano on 160. He's going to make it back. He's got the bomb. Never mind, I just spoke too soon, man.
I mean, Shiny Mark has the spike. That's the thing. I knew that Ang had a bomb in his hand, but it was a long way to go to the stage. You gave Shiny Mark all that time to set up, and he gets a spike. That's a super easy stock. And now we get the loops. Okay, no loops, but yesterday Shiny Mark really proved to us that he has some setups, he has some combo game, and he is about to get another stock, but no, Ang makes it back.
And Shiny just tried to overextend with that neutraler, jumping neutraler, trying to read Anguiano's jump, but on the other hand, Anguiano just timed it a little bit too slow to be able to counter Shiny. It's back in neutral. They're just playing footsies. Things are being thrown back and forth on the kitchen, and right now it's just an Anguiano's lead just by a mere 40%. Shiny trying to step it back, and that's gonna be the stock to last.
Yes, indeed. Another good setup for Shiny Mark. Ends it with a down smash. I think that's one of his favorite setups to kill, actually. Get the push into the platforms on Town and City, and then get another push. This should be... Okay, he actually makes it back. Thank you, Magnet Hands. But yeah, Ang was looking kind of down. A few more pixels of a push or a little worse CI could have represented the end of the game right there. And Shiny Mark still living to a second stuck, but he lands right into Ang's up smash. It's back to even.
It's back to even 35 against 0%. Shiny Marks is currently on the lead just by a mere 30%. That damage is just building up closer and closer thanks to all those Thunder Yards that have been thrown from Shiny Mark. It actually doesn't matter where they land directly or where they land eventually. As long as they keep taking up all the stage control, then of course eventually one of them is going to land.
Yes, they keep clashing against the boomerangs and the bombs sometimes. That's what you need for the boomerang to be out of the picture. Because the boomerang really does a lot of work for Ang. It makes you switch your trajectory. It gets you a hit, so it sets up for combos. There's a lot that Ang can do. And the boomerang keeps being the biggest headache here. You can toss out a lot of Thunder Jolts though, but the down smash is gonna do the work in the end. That's the first game, and Shiny Mark claims one for Guatemala.
And the little pop-up, the little sigh of relief that Shiny Mark had once he managed to land that drag down neutraler into the down smash, he just knew that he was sober. As long as Anguiano didn't know such an insane SDI or any kind of turbo technique on his fingertip, then it was just gonna be over. He's just gonna shake up all that stress that he has built up so far.
I mean,
he's got a lot of pressure.
Yeah, he knew, you know, guys, that playing a top 8 of a super big tournament will get you nervous. You need to take your time. And, you know, Shiny Mark has been a good player in controlling his feelings. He knows when to breathe. That's something we can all learn from him. Yesterday, when he played against Chag, he was also feeling nervous. He said that was the reason he lost. So this time, he really needs to take care of those emotions before they go out of hand. And we're in Smashville now.
On a personal note, Shiny Mark has already told me it actually takes a lot of nerve to be able to stand against a crowd that's all gonna root against you. So of course that pressure builds up a little bit. He just tried to shake it up, and Anguiano on the other hand, he's got a lot of pressure on himself as well, being able to meet up everyone's expectations that they're just rooting for him. They're trying to get him to win. There's a lot of stress on both player sides, and you can just notice of how rushing they're playing right now.
And even with all of those chants in the crowd, Shiny Mark won the first game. So I think that's a victory in and of himself. He is winning against a foreign crowd in another country where everybody's rooting for the other guy. And yet, he took game one, and he might take another one, but this exchange is not something he expected. He does make it back to stage, though. It's a bit of a scare, though. He cannot go quite as confident off stage against Ang anymore, because that might just happen again.
That was such a weird two-frame spot. Sadly, Shiny Mark was not able to take on the second input of the movement of that quick attack. Lastly, took that stock away, just threw it away. But of course, that was just an interaction that you're not able to see unless you actually see it right in front of you. That was an extension of the thunder came from the boomerang himself.
And then a bomb came clashing too, so it just adds up to the momentum and the damage, and Ang loses his stock like that. His own object betrayed him. His own item said, you know what, enough being tossed around, you're getting tossed to the blast zone. And so his first stock is gone, but Shiny Mark is the one getting comboed here. Ang has found a great counterpick here. As you know, if you control underneath the platform in Smashville, you technically control the whole stage. You don't want people to approach, and Toon Link has more than enough tools for people not to approach.
Yeah, it's gonna be 79 against 58%. It's just a school bash, a really rusty school bash. I actually came to surprise to seeing that. I haven't seen many people use it on neutral specifically, but things have been even out on the percent that set up the things. And Shiny Mark keeps pushing through, keeps pressuring on, and Anguiano, I've seen the last 30 seconds of him just being hanging at the ledge, but finally managed to make a blow back, and that lasting upper was just more than enough to end Shiny Mark's stock right now.
Good on Ang as well, because he has found a way to prevent Shiny Mark from spending so much time in the air. He was actually there for quite a while. And the up air is a very long-lasting hitbox too, so if you bring it out, you just know that eventually it's going to hit your opponent, especially if Shiny Mark keeps going for those up Bs on the air. And the down airs, I don't think they're going to, I don't think the spike is quite as viable as it might have been earlier. Ang will really have to take his time to read Shiny Mark's trajectories to know when to spike him, because it's a very risky move.
Yes, and Marcus right now, he's having a lot of trouble to just land that finishing blow on that second stuff. Already taken 82% danger zone for him, and it's already 100. It doesn't matter what happens from now on, as long as Ang lands that finishing boomerang, that's gonna be the low blow that takes him to the next game. Anguiano takes on the second game, and the crowd just goes wild against Shiny Mark.
The crowd erupts. The SKL gang is rooting for their boy. And of course, why wouldn't they? These people come from Monterrey and Saltillo. I mean, Anguiano is actually from Saltillo, but he goes to play to Monterrey a lot. And we love to see him travel as well. He always gets some solid placings. He always makes a foreign bracket, and he always gets a solid upset. He is looking to make one right now, trying to defeat the best player in Guatemala, one of the best in Central America. And we're back to Smashville, oddly enough.
That's actually... Anguiano's on the second game, he went on his special as his counterpick. But this is the third game, and even though Shonimar just lost on the second game right here, he actually picked it up. That's of course gonna be a little bit up to everyone's side. And right now, it seems like it's working. It's working. It's work on the first stock. He manages to just take the blow and finish it off on 49%.
And one of the weird reasons why that happened was because he interrupted the Zero recovery. He did not let the hookshot do its work. Dude, that was about to be another stock super quick, but Shiny Mark Anguiano actually makes it back. But dude, Shiny Mark, I think, has found an option that not many people go for against the Lynx in general. They don't attack the recoveries quite as often, and Shiny Mark was about to go 2 for 2 when he tried it.
Anguiano just trying to overextend with that Seer, manages to land absolutely nothing. And on the other hand, it's just Shiny Mark keeps pressuring on. The fact that he's got the stock lead just gives him a little bit of room to breathe, but he doesn't overcommit, he doesn't overshoot. As long as he's got the lead, he only needs to manage those Thunder Jokes to land, and that's gonna be more than enough. Anguiano just threw himself against the ledge, and he manages to make it back. Anguiano just tried to shoot it back and manages to make it work.
Punishing an attempt for a T-Jolt to happen as well. And remember, the T-Jolts can happen quite often, so Anguiano, similar to how Shiny Mark was covering some of his options, Anguiano has now found a way to cover Shiny Marks, and there's the first stock for him as well. But this is where things can go super bad. He gets a grab, and Anguiano has no way to return. That's gonna be another stock.
He gets a grab, he gets a pressure, just condition Anguiano more than enough to be able to land that forwarder. Anguiano trying to fight back, just using every single tool that he's got on his tool shed. And of course, they are crucial. They work, but as long as Shiny Mark's got the momentum that he has right now, and Anguiano doesn't manage to make it stop, then I feel like it's just a crashing point at this point.
I agree. It's also a matter of momentum lately. I think Anguiano had actually built up a lot of momentum earlier on. It's kind of fading away as we speak because Shiny Mark has found a lot of defensive tools, has found a way to make Anguiano kind of panic when he's off stage as well. Anguiano does not want to go off stage. Even if Shiny Mark does, I think he's going to be the king of off-stage play in this particular set, no matter what happens next game as well. But as we speak, Anguiano gets another setup, and we're back to even stocks.
The hasty momentum, the hasty movement that Anguiano just throws against Shiny Mark. They're finally working. They're finally making it through against Shiny Mark's defenses. Anguiano bounces back and tries to take on the lead. He's taking a lot of percentage on Shiny Mark, but every single time any kind of boomerang, any kind of bomb lands in Shiny Mark, it's gonna be one hail of pain on the Guatemalan side of the bench.
Oh man, and he's also caught in a hero spin. So all of a sudden, Anguiano actually got a lot of percent onto Shiny Mark. He is probably one bomb setup away on the ledge from getting his stock, but Shiny Mark is also a lot closer. His forwarders are also super strong. He is setting up for something big, and that's gonna be the king.
No, the interruption that came from the bomb was just more than enough to change the course on Anguiano's side. That's gonna be enough throw. That's gonna be enough. Shiny Mark almost loses every single build of momentum that he had already built for himself. Every single bit. Anguiano is just proving that every single time that he's taken against the corner, he's just gonna fight back with his life and just make it last as long as he can.
I mean, unfortunately for him, it took 2 stocks for him to realize his options to make it back safely, right? Because this game in particular, I think, really was characterized by how often Shiny Mark was trying to pressure him off stage and get the gimps, because that's what I want to call them. Those were absolutely gimps. There is no other way for me to describe those. And it's not very often that you see Toon Link getting gimped, but now we find a way to counter those. And we're going back to town? No, we're going back to Smashville.
This is gonna be a full Smashville game, and it actually goes on like it's funny considering that we are usual set on PS2. It's funny that people just keep choosing Smashville over everything else. So I feel like they got a plan. They each other got a plan to play this out through, and they actually went uneven these last two games. So of course they're gonna feel a little bit of relief being able to get back to the stage.
Oh, absolutely. I think they're actually getting used to it as well. So they both have developed some new strategies, but I think the Shiny Mark got the more lethal ones. The problem now is winning in neutral because Anguiano has been playing a lot more defensively. He is actually taking his time. He is not going in quite as often. And when he does have a bomb out, we know that Shiny Mark will be able to jump over it. He actually held shield for so long, he never got shield poked. That's also amazing. Great defensive play from Mr. Pikachu main himself, Shiny Mark, and he might get a sucker, but no, he misses!
He misses just barely, but that's just more than enough for Anguiano to take on that opportunity, that chance. It's gonna be a neutraler landing that final off match, just a little bit more than enough on that percentage to be able to land that stock. So it's 8%, 11, it's 17, it's 24. It just keeps going on and on and on and on as Shiny Mark just pops us against Anguiano.
I wouldn't be surprised either if Ang gets a solid setup here. He is trying to get...
He does! He just popped off, but that was
wait.
not enough. It almost lost the clip and get it to take on Turi tonight.
Yeah, but I wasn't surprised. I said I wasn't going to be surprised, and I wasn't. Anguiano has been slowly but surely building up this strategy of how to catch Shiny Mark on his routes to escape, and that's just what's happening here as well. He keeps catching Shiny Mark right as he is running away. The problem is he is not getting the stocks out quite yet. He is actually in danger of losing his zone. The ledge trump comes a little too late, though.
He tried to go for the footstool. He tried to go for the back air, but sadly that just didn't work out through. And Anguiano already at the verge of losing these seconds of, well, it's just 75%, but you gotta take in account that each Pikachu that you're facing against, it's gonna be the forward tilt more than enough. And Anguiano time it out perfectly and space it out well to be able to even things out against Shiny Mark himself.
Now, Shiny Mark this is his game to lose, to be honest. Ang is the one who needs to make a comeback, sure. We know he's capable of it. And he's saved again by the bomb, but this should be a stock. Oh, Lord, no. Wait a minute. The explosion of the bomb saved him again?
Yeah.
Because it clashed with Shiny Mark.
Once again, back and forth. It's just the bomb being Anguiano's favorite son. Every single time that Anguiano is faced against the rope, it's just the bomb that's going to be able to save him. It's 132%. Anguiano is trying to press it through. He's just taking a bomb every single time out of his pocket to be able to manage himself through against Shiny Mark's defenses. But that's going to be more than enough. No, it just stalled a little bit too much.
Overkill a little bit, but he did get the solid confirm, and Anguiano is now on his last final stock of the set, perhaps of his tournament life. If he doesn't make something happen here, at least he keeps Shiny Mark on the ledge. He is getting some amazing stupid setups here, Lord. Just a fair. Oh no!
Overshoots a little bit too much with that up B. He just tried to go and pray to the Lord for that to land, but sadly that didn't work out, and it's now taking 40% off him after that bet. But that was something that he was prepared for. So currently, it's 138%. Managed to land that boomerang after the skull bash, but that overkill is just enough to even the field out once again. They're at the verge of the last stock each other, and Anguiano has to make something work because he's already at the verge of losing this stock, but manages to make it back into the stage.
He does make it back, and Anguiano, oh no, he gets caught by the thunder! No, the poorest of the ice, he does not make it back. He dies right there. Shiny Mark, for all of Guatemala, he makes it even further in top 8. And shout-outs to the Saltillo crowd. They're rooting for their boy. He is going out with a 7th place in Relax and Smash here at Geekfest out of a 90 total player base. It's not a bad result either way. I think
not a bad result
he made
whatsoever.
their boys proud. There he goes. So shout-outs to Anguiano and Turi. They're now out of the tournament at 7th place. Meanwhile, Big Boss and Shiny Mark are moving forward. And now we're going to switch to the upper side of bracket. Winners semis is about to happen. And we're going to hand it over to Mr. Colt over there to present the
Presentations
next
coming
players.
We are now among the players who have not been taken down, and it's gonna be amazing. This is a match that has been created among the fighters
Producción, no se oye Colt.
No se oye Colt.
who love each other very much.
Colt, no te oyes.
And now we'll have to face each other
The mic
in
was turned up.
combat. Introducing from the state of Mexico, a world warrior and one of the players who have stated that he is one of the best in the world in so many places. He is the proudly best palutena in the world right now. I admire this boy because he's amazing. He's Chag! And his opponent, the eternal legendary contender. He is considered to be the future of this game. And right now, he is the prince of the north of Mexico, the prince of Smash Brothers, and maybe soon to be crowned as the emperor of you all. Bow your heads and raise your voices for Face Spargo!
As you can see currently on, it's the newly
Let's do
sponsored
it.
Ace Spargo that finally manages to take it all the way to the stage, and of course it's gonna be against his eternal rival Chag. They have history, they have played, and they have played time after time, every single time, and of course it's just gonna be one single page more in their long journey that they are facing as the Mexicans promises that they both are.
They are also teammates, so you guys know for sure that these two know each other very well. Actually, they know each other so well that Spargo has now brought out a lot of counterpick characters recently, namely Violet, who he brought out yesterday against Ang as well instead of Cloud. He did not bring out the Aegis either. He brought out Violet. So if things, when push comes to shove, I think there's a chance in which he is just gonna bring out the Violet again if things go really poorly for him. But hey, I can't get too ahead of myself. We just know that he is about. Wait, is he actually? Nah, I don't think so.
Nah, that's not gonna happen.
It's Aldo. That's the organizer.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Not
The
gonna happen.
Mizona.
So it's gonna probably be Pyra and Mitra. It's been a while since the last time that I saw Pyra and Mitra in Spargo side. I actually feel like it's been over ages. On the last.
It's been ages since you saw the Aegis. But
I didn't saw that coming. I mean, I set that up, but I didn't saw that coming. In any case, yeah, as I was telling before, I feel like it's been ages since the last time that we have seen Aegis come from Spargo. Of course, he's got the mastery. He's probably the best player on that specific character as of right now, but he's got a plethora right now. It's Cloud, it's Violet, it's Aegis. It doesn't matter. As long as he picks it up, it's gonna work somehow.
yeah, I mean, he might not have the muscle memory in hand. I don't know how much he has practiced the Aegis recently, but, you know, the important thing is taking the games when it matters. However, he starts out quite hungry for victory. I don't think that would have killed. That was just for percent's sake. He misses, and he hits up a lot of percent. No, and this is going to be the first stock already?
That's gonna be the first stock after sad. It was a good attempt. It was a good attempt to try to escape Palutena's pressure, but sadly, he was not being able to get back into the stage, get back into the ledge after that air dodge.
True. But hey, when you run out of resources that fast, I think it means that Chag did something well. He really pressured Spargo into going for those options. Spargo once again took a few bad decisions off stage earlier in the first stock. So I hope that now he is actually bringing it back up to pace, because Pyra, of course, has the kill power, but Chag has the spacing to avoid most of those options, but he neutral gets him. Spargo reacts and grabs, and it's going to be quite a task to avoid this. He won't avoid it.
Even though Chag had the recent lead, he actually got the first lead against Spargo. He was not able to buy a little bit more a percent against Spargo on that second stock. It was just 65% for a whole while before Spargo took Chag's stock. And right now, the world of pain that he's struggling against after all that juggle, after all that grain, it's just 56% on Chag's side, and he just tries to reposition himself, eventually finding up the lead, eventually finding up the opening, and just landing that blow that was a little bit more than enough to set up Spargo for a eventual kill.
And I don't think that this percent tells us the whole story. Keep in mind that Spargo lost his first stock super quick, and now Chag is trying to set up for an edge guard here. He misses with that neutral air. The up B from Pyra actually manages to escape, but there we go. That's the final push, and once again, Chag is on top, but not without eating a lot of percent himself.
Excellent neutral B coming from Chag. That was, of course, a snipe that was more than enough to just stop the momentum on the Spargo side, but the Spargo was able to even this out through. He took Chag's stock after he tried to get back into the stage, and it's a left side situation that he's currently facing on, but tries back and fights back and carries him through coast to coast from Tijuana to Cancun.
Absolutely. Actually, quite literally, yes. Spargo is one of those players who travel from one corner to the other of our beautiful country. Oh, and he got a spike too, dude! I don't think Chag expected that one, and so he goes to the depths of the blast zone. We get our first game in favor of Spargo. Remember, he technically SD'd, or it was a very solid edge guard from Chag at the very beginning, and he made it back. This kid has nerves of steel.
Somehow, even though he was pressed against the rope, even though he already was at the losing verge of this first game, of course, after one single mistake, he didn't shiver. He didn't shook. It just took him all his determination to take this through. And this is going to be the second character that Spargo is going to display today. It's going to be Violet on the second game back at PS2.
Yes, indeed. And remember, Violet, I think, is one of the more consistent characters in what it does. Also, Violet has proven to be one of the bigger beneficiaries of the slingshot. If he does bring out the slingshot tech to the table, I think he's going to benefit quite a bit. We have seen a lot of movement options from Violet lately, and MkLeo is labbing it a lot, so hopefully Spargo will do it, because so far so good for Chag, really. He is playing a really solid game against this Violet.
Yes, as of right now, 76%. It's just going to be a down throw, trying to set something up for the eventual ledge trap or edge guard. But finally, Spargo makes it back into the ledge. He's going to back throw Chag outside of the stage. And it's just a world of pain as of right now. Spargo, on the other hand, he went for the up B out of shield, worked it out through, and Chag is against the ledge on 120. That's a dangerous number to be in.
Oh, absolutely, especially against Violet, such a heavy hitter. Wait for a tipper forward there, and that's going to be your stock as well. And of course, it's almost impossible to edge guard Violet at this point. But there we go, 2 explosive flames, dude! Spargo barely escaped both of those, and now he makes it back to the stage and gets a backer to take the stock. This kid is on another level. Chag has tried so hard, and yet Spargo keeps avoiding everything Chag throws at him and gets his own setup still, dear lord.
It's 55%. Chag's got to reply back to Spargo's message right now. Spargo just keeps on rolling on against Chag and putting him against the ropes. It's 108%. Just an up tilt, just an upper. Anything at this point could actually make it work. That deeper side B was not barely enough for Chag to survive, but Chag is struggling a little bit to even get back into the stage.
True, and also Chag kind of setting up and waiting for Spargo to go for one of his hits with the arrows and to reflect it back. Fortunately for him, Spargo never actually tossed the arrow. He canceled it just in time, and Chag gets the final backer onto his first dog. But there we go, that's a very quick sweep to take one for Chag's own. And so Spargo back at the advantage, a full stock ahead, and this Violet is looking good.
Okay, manages to land that combo. It's Chag already fighting back. It's just 50%. That's nothing that you gotta be ashamed of course. But on the other hand, Spargo just went on and through. Even though Chag had the lead, he had the momentum. He was finally fighting back. Spargo just stopped him right on his track, and it's already taken all the way to 88%.
And you know, I think Chag Oh, no.
Oh, no.
You know, as time went on, I think Chag was kind of analyzing what he was getting hit by.
Yeah.
And then he was thinking, okay, I can counter this with said setup and whatever. It eventually came to just who has a better neutral game, who knew when to enter. And Spargo just took a lot better decisions in the long run.
I mean, on one hand, I think that Chag is actually playing this quite well. He doesn't ever choose to anything. He doesn't ever commit to anything. I don't know if it's on Chag's side of the ball or if Spargo is just playing out of his mind. But these two players that understand each other on such a great depth extent, they're showcasing us that even though they're playing basically at the same level, they play at the same regions or with players of their same skill cap, there's a little bit more of experience on anyone's side, you know?
And also keep in mind that Spargo refuses to go Cloud. This is the third game of the set. It might be the last one. And Spargo did not touch Cloud at all. He decided to go Aegis and then Byleth twice. Of course, this is not the end of the set quite yet. Spargo can still lose a game here. Chag can still make it. And he is actually working through it. He is trying to go for that final push. So that Spargo will recover, and he is doing a great job walling Spargo out of getting back into center stage, but he whips a grab, and he gets grabbed on his own as well. We're back to even, though.
Chag understood that he was at the verge of losing a lot of percentage if Spargo just kept cornering him. So he just went for a teleport back into the stage. He's going to try to do so once again. He doesn't need to overshoot. As long as he's got the stage control, it's going to be more than enough for him. For the Spargo and the reach that sword has, it's just wreaking a lot of damage on Chag's side. He already positioned himself at the center of the stage, go for the explosive flame, but it was just a little bit of misplaced, and the neutral air more than enough to put the Spargo against the ledge once again.
Actually, keep in mind, this ledge push from both of them, dude. Okay, Spargo waited for that to happen, but I think we all saw a setup going on here that did not end up happening. But still, Spargo, keep in mind that most of the time when he is at the ledge getting edge guarded, he gets walled out. Like, Chag is actually playing super well when he has the ledge control. When it comes to center stage, though, that's where he lacks. But here we go, another stock taken right on the edge.
That's a backer that he needed, and finally things are playing out in his favor. Chag even this out, and he needs to get back into the stage. All the pressure that Spargo puts on him whenever they are on the ledge is just insanity at this point.
I don't see much of a reason for Spargo to try and make the push happen either. I mean, Chag can just land poorly in front of him, and look at how much Spargo gets from a single down tilt. Like, it's just a down tilt that starts up his combo game, and then the rest kind of flows through him. Even the side B, I love how Spargo has many different, like, emergency options, let's call it that. If one thing doesn't hit, the next things will. And even with strange setups, strange interactions, he always has a response to Chag.
The fact that Spargo has so many plans to work on and work around, if my backer doesn't land, it doesn't matter. Whenever you get back into the stage, we land at the same time. I'm going to be landing the first hit of the neutraler, and that's going to lead to a conversion or an extension. As of right now, though, Chag is just trying to fight back. He's already at 180%, overcommits a little on the Spargo shield, and the Spargo fights back with that up smash. Chag is at the verge of his last stock. He's getting back into the middle of the stage. That's going to be a down throw. There's going to be an upper. Takes Spargo all the way to 78. Tries to chase him down, or well, chase him up all the way on the skies. But that's not enough to take the Spargo bleeding out.
And now Spargo is waiting for the last setups to happen. He keeps waiting for Chag to land poorly in front of him. I see a lot of preemptive hitboxes as well. Like, hey, you're going to land in front of me, I'm going to hit you with the forward tilt. You're going to land in the bottom side of things, I'm going to hit you with the down tilt. There's a lot of things that Spargo is covering right now, and Chag does not really have an answer to it. He keeps trying to go for these setups, but no, that should be the game. No, not yet.
No, not yet. And Spargo actually, and Chag just went for the fist bomb. Chag just went for the fist bomb, expecting that to be enough, expecting that to be it. It was just a 3-0, and Spargo goes on winners finals from now on.
Yes, indeed. We have Spargo still alive in the winner's side of bracket. And keep in mind that these two actually spent quite some time hanging out at night. I mean, they were in the beach. They were hanging out and all the way up to like 2 a.m. or something. And these guys are looking fresh. And so Chag still is alive. Remember, he is in the loser's bracket now. He's going to face off against most likely Shiny Mark, I think, or either Shiny Mark or Big Boss.
I'm not entirely sure either. Actually.
No, it's Big Boss. Big Boss. He's got to face off against Big Boss. And
that's
then
gonna
MP.
hurt a lot. That's gonna hurt a lot. It's gonna be a team kill from each other. They come from the same region. They come from the same city, and of course, it's just sad to see that kind of team kills. But at this point, I mean, it's just inevitable. It's just gonna happen. It's already the top 5 of the band, so of course they're gonna have to fight for the lead of the tournament, for the top 3.
And these guys are all candidates to take it. To be honest, at this point, I could really see any of them winning. If Shiny Mark pops off, he might just take it. If Waka pops off, I think he might get something happening too. But hey, I would like to remind you guys that this tournament is brought to you by Oxo Premia. A la banda mexicana que nos está viendo, gracias por estar aquí. You guys can go ahead, pueden descargar la app y hacerse su cuenta y sacar la tarjetita de Oxo Premia. You gather points, juntas puntos Oxo Premia y los puedes canjear por productos en las tiendas Oxo. Y ahora sí, it is time to switch back to English because we're gonna switch it over to Cold, who's going to present the next players for us.
Please take it over, man.
It is a great day to be a Smash fan, I know it. And I know you guys are having the same energy right now. And this is about to get even better because we have one hell of a match incoming. We are going to start with another of those frontier warriors. These who are able to fight against any kind or circumstances. He comes from Tijuana, and he is a master of the deadly touch. Please make noise for Wakita Bebé Waka! And his opponent, he's known as the Tlatuani of Smash, the #1 player in the world, from a humble origin on the state of Mexico, now on the climb, on the pinnacle of us all. Please allow us to introduce you, the very one and only T1 MkLeo!
And of course, the whole crowd goes wild. This is just national pride. It's MkLeo, who's been known to reign supreme the whole game ever since the Smash's 4 last words. And of course, he is here to just prove enough, to just show us why he's king of this scenario.
Absolutely. MkLeo proven once and again how he's above everyone else, to be honest. There's a reason why he keeps placing first in the PGR rankings, but now he is facing against one of the premier Luigis in the world as well. Mr. Walker right here defeated Big Boss 3-0 yesterday to move on in bracket. Big Boss then had to eliminate Fuerzadon in loser side to make it to top 8, and he's still alive down there. But Waka really got a huge upset to make it all the way here. And in the event that we had a winners finals composed of Tijuana players who walk against Spargo, we would have the top 1 and top 2 of Tijuana playing, which would be amazing. But he has to go through MkLeo first.
Yes, of course, it's gonna be Waka against MkLeo, and we're gonna have the same premise that we had yesterday about Waka and Big Boss. The fact that MkLeo also trains a lot with Law. He's gonna have some kind of experience on Luigi's, of course, and I don't know if there's enough coins for Waka to have experience against them.
Now, that was a weird option right there. He went for a side B. Now he is back on stage, of course. He's getting some solid percent on Taleo, but I think as time goes on, he is going to realize Waka's game plan. As time goes on, the combos might not come through quite as often, and of course the edge guards are going to be super important, but if Waka keeps on interrupting with that Tornado, that Cyclone, that might be the key option here in this matchup.
Of course, it's gonna be 77 against 60%, and as I already pointed out before, I feel like even though the percentage are quite even on Rocket, it just feels like Waka maybe a little bit inexperienced on this specific matchup. No one to blame him. No one plays this character.
Well, I mean, I don't think Leo gets to play all the time against Luigi, but Leo plays everything, so...
Yeah.
I mean, he might just get a chance to do it, but in Baja California, nobody plays Corrin, so yeah, Waka cannot really get any experience against the character, and I think the player matchup becomes a lot more important here, because Leo went for a footstool. He can do that to anyone, really, to any character he decides to do it. But now he whiffs, and he gets punished hard for that up B with a forward smash.
Waka finally manages to fight back, to set Leo against the... Well, I mean, the beginning of the second stock. But as long as Waka is able to hold control of the stage, he's got the plunger just to wild out Leo a little bit. I mean, the plunger just has enough reach to be able to contest the sword from mid-distance. But Waka's one and single weakness, not being able to wall out a sword, it's gonna make him struggle. That's gonna be the stock on Waka's side.
We got the down throw into up B, but he also gets pinned down, and the side B will do it. We're in the last stock of the match, and Waka has already made a lot of things work, but will he get us here to death in time? Will he get it here? Oh my lord, so
misses.
close!
Barely misses, barely close. It was gonna be Waka's first stock and first game against Leo. But on the other hand, Leo's already working damage. He's just exerting a lot of pressure on Waka's platform, not being able to land whatsoever. And that neutral be charged up to the limit. It was gonna take Waka a heavy toll if that landed. It's 99 against 62. But you gotta take in count that Waka, at this percentage against Leo, he's got a lot of confers to work around with.
Oh, absolutely. He still has a lot of chances. Problem is, Luigi's recovery ain't good, but that should be done.
What?
That was a Cyclone. I'm sure that was a Cyclone. That must have been a Cyclone, and he missed Infinite. There's no way that was actually what he wanted to do.
No way whatsoever. No way whatsoever. I mean, yeah, there's no world in where that works.
No. I mean, do you go for a misfire there? You don't.
Yeah, you don't go for the misfire unless you got your opponent control. And of course, you can never look down on the king. There's gonna be a limit. You cannot be looking up too high, because then you're never gonna mentalize yourself to be able to reach him. But you cannot look him down, because he's king for a reason. You gotta put it at the same field of view to be able to contest him on these matches.
Yes, sir. You need to take your time and oh, wait a minute. It seems like there's a bit of a problem in production. Oh no, wait, no. They're just checking the rule set. Okay, they're checking to see if a certain stage is available, because yes, the rule set is available, but it's not here in the setup, so they had to check it on Start GG. But we're good. We are now going into the next match. The questions have been answered, and so Mr. Waka chose Small Battlefield as a counter pick.
Yes, a Small Battlefield is gonna be the second stage, of course. There's gonna be we're gonna be rocking one oldie song. I really vibe with this right now. It's gonna be Green Hill Zone, the one team on the second stock, and it's 20-20. No one's actually taking the lead on anything, and they're just gonna parry them each other to the end of the world.
Yes, we're going a lot more evenish, I would say, but we just know that the percent does not really matter that much against Luigi. Luigi can make it even in one fell swoop, but Waka is actually getting comboed quite hard, and Leo is trying to capitalize on his range to contest that side B from Waka. Does not work, but of course Waka has to switch around his recovery routes to make it back onto the stage, and of course toss out those plungers. There's nothing here though. He does not connect.
Every single plunger it's an opportunity for Waka to work around, and that low profile that came after that side B just landed, just let Waka live another day, and that's gonna be not enough. Leo actually making wonders and leaving very high percentage at this point.
Oh, that's a regrab? Okay, but Waka did not go in there in time to punish the regrab. Leo is also quite safe here, just pinning down on the ground. He knows that a side B will kill Waka, but Waka gets a dash attack, and it was getting a little desperate for Waka because he was constantly going for those backers. He was not finding the confirms with down throw backer either, so he was running out of options. He had to go for the dash attack.
Yes, And right now, Waka put it Leo against the ropes. It's going to be fighting 58%. Leo manages to take the stock on Waka's side, and that's going to even things out. So we already played this before. We already played this narrative before. What we're going to do from now on, we're going to talk about how Waka is trying to take on the stage control, but every single time that Leo just sits on a platform, it's just a straight up bait for Leo to contest anything that you throw at him.
Yes, you kind of have to. I mean, with that range, you do have to take advantage of it, but Waka is more than ready to go back in time and make him whip, then having the chance, of course, to go in and punish. But what's going to happen here? Waka gets the Esker situation. He does not manage to punish correctly, though. The reverse up smash won't do it quite yet. He does realize that Willie is going to pin. He shields the first one, but then he misses, and that's a stock.
That's going to be the stock. It's just a backer long, being able to manage to land me back, and it's going to be the tornado after that. It's Waka taking Leo's second stock, and once again, they just keep playing back and forth. It's no one's game at this point. We know for a fact that Leo has the lead on this set, but it doesn't feel like he has the lead on the whole game.
True. We know that stocks go either way, really. We know that Luigi is more than capable of bringing it back if he wants to. But Leo is doing what he can for the range to actually work and not let Waka go in. When Waka does go in, he gets about 10 hits. Well, not 10 hits, like 5 hits every time. And of course, the hits that he's going for are not quite as safe. He lands with the Cyclone, but that's a bad option right there. That's gonna be the game.
Leo went fishing on the air. He knew that there was a catch right there, and that was gonna be enough to take Waka to the third game. On Leo's favor, of course.
Yes, this is going to be game number 3. No game for Leo just yet. But if Waka takes a game, we might just be able to see a game for Leo. Still, it's looking quite complicated for Waka. I think he is he's keeping it somewhat even, but when push comes to shove, Leo has the setups. Leo knows that when he has Waka outside, there's no reason for Waka to make it back onto the stage. Look at this! Now he's even going for those counters on hits.
That was an unlikely counter. He was just being pressured against the corner, and I feel like he was still at the hit zone when he hit that counter. But on the other hand, Waka already lost the first stock. That backer just hits really hard whenever you're put against the ropes and put against the blast zone.
And also, Waka seems to be going for a read that Leo's going to go lower than he actually is. And he commits to that more than once. And look at how much percent he is eating because of it. And we know that if Leo gets a single backer that pushes Waka off stage, it's going to be extra hard for Waka to actually make it back. There have been so many backers hitting off stage, and Waka always loses his stock like that. Leo knows his game plan and his win condition. Waka seems lost.
He's got up. Once again, you already stated before, once again, it's just the backer, the one single tool that is crucial to Leo's game plan and just breaking Waka down every single time. I feel like if Waka doesn't manage to even this out at this specific point, every single hope may be lost.
And Waka keeps going for these Hail Mary options. Sometimes it's the up B, sometimes it's a Cyclone, but they both leave him super open and set up for Leo to get more out of his huge range. Also, look at those backers pushing him a little bit forward every time. I mean, recovery-wise, Leo has nothing to lose. He whips stop smash 2. That would have been a stock.
Sadly, Waka was not able to land that up smash. It was just a little bit too late for the up smash because the hitbox finishes before the actual animation does. So it's 61% against 0%, a whole stock lead on Leo's side, and Waka looking a little bit lost. Leo feeling overly confident. He's just throwing up that up air, and that's gonna be an unfinished combo that just spells Waka's demise. Leo took on Waka 3-0 handshake on this winner's semis match.
That last game in particular was quite quick. MkLeo found his best friend in Corin's back here. And keep in mind, people, if you're looking for a counterpick to Luigi, you might want to look at some stories, namely Corin. We already saw the win condition you want to look for. Get Luigi outside, go for those backers, and it's going to be super hard for him to make it back. We just saw it here, and Waka's one of the best Luigi players in the planet. So it is looking like a very, very hard matchup. I hope that if Waka doesn't make it back to Grand Finals, he finds something. He finds a counterplay to it, because it was looking quite rough. But now we have seen all of the players in top 8. So there's not going to be a presentation here. We're just going to go right into the next set. And there you see him. That's Big Boss going up on stage. He is the next one to play.
And just to add on to a little bit of that knowledge about the backer, you see, the backer, you don't have a specific tools to be able to contest that. It's just gonna be free pressure outside the stage, because you're gonna be throwing out a hitbox that's not such a short one, and afterwards you're gonna be repositioned by the properties of that hitbox itself.
True. It's actually a bit of a push forward as well. You're closer to the stage, so there's really a lot for Corin to take from that move. It's a great move.
Yeah.
And I love how MkLeo has found a way to make Corin work too. Initially, Corin was not looking super good. But keep in mind, people, for all of you Latino and Mexican people in the crowd, vayan a su tienda OXXO más cercana y utilicen OXXO Premia. Pidan la tarjeta, háganse su cuenta, hagan sus compras. Cada 10 pesos de compras representan un punto y después lo pueden canjear por productos en OXXO. Solo no se pueden pagar cigarros, recargas electrónicas, servicios y fórmulas lácteas para bebé. Todo lo demás, fair game.
A final de cuentas, solo están a un touch de distancia, descargan la aplicación, le toman una foto a que ya está registrado, la publicas ya sea en las redes sociales de OXXO Previa o en las redes sociales de Liga S, y estarás participando directamente por una Nintendo Switch OLED.
Oh, sí, la verdad es que sí es una tarjeta muy útil. Back to English now, though. Keep in mind, people, this is top 8. We're going to the losers bracket of things, and yes, whoever loses this set is going down in 5th place. Shoutouts to Big Boss and Chag. They're both here ready to play. And Big Boss, well, we just saw Waka go down to losers bracket. Yesterday, it was Waka who brought Big Boss down to losers bracket. So we're going in. This is a Mexico City matchup. And we're going into it in Pokemon Stadium 2.
There's going to be Pokemon Stadium 2, the fan favorite and the top's favorite. It's Big Boss against Chag, and this is such a sad match to watch, not because what you may think, but because this is a team kill. They are both friends, they come from the same region, they come from the same origins, and of course they gotta battle it out right now for who's gonna stand lasting on this tournament.
There is not a month in this time where Chag and Big Boss do not play in tournament. It feels like every single time they gotta cross paths, and their history goes super deep. But lately, Big Boss has actually been building up a very solid strategy against Chag. Initially, Chag was beating him left and right, but now it's actually even in terms of playstyles and sets, and we see it here with the percents as well.
97% against 112, and of course using the gyro as a burst option just to take Chag's pressure off. Big Boss trying to fight back for the middle of the stage, but Chag conditioning quite so well, a little bit too well, finally manages to land that shield poke and just gain a lot more of distance between him and Big Boss.
True. The distance you have is super important because Chag loves to set up for those explosive flames. He is the best user of the explosive flame, but as we speak, he loses the first stock, and now Big Boss setting up for a Futuro. He gets one. He does not get a stock, though. It's too early for that, but the fact that he's getting them so early means that he means business, but he does lose his first stock either way.
Peloton lands the backer, Chag's on the losing version of this percentage though, but you know him. You already met him before. You already seen how he plays. It doesn't matter how much he's struggling or how much percentage he's set back. He's gonna bounce it back and manages to land that hit. That's just gonna be a world pain, but somehow he just wasn't able to connect the competition of the up air.
True. I don't think that the backers from Big Boss are... Well, I was about to mention another tool, but I should also speak about his reads on the recovery. He has some great reaction times, and he catches Chag rolling. He sets up for the up smash. The backers, though, I was about to say, we all know how Samba plays Rob. We all know the Sum Bear. I don't think Big Boss goes for a lot of that quite as much because he would much rather play the ground game and go for gyros and lasers. Chag does not reflect that so much, so... It's not that he's afraid to challenge it, it's more so that Chag respects those.
Exactly. At this point, Chag's already taking 55%. He's set against the corner. it goes for the neutral. We try to shook a little bit of the pressure off Big Boss, and that specific landing with the backer was just great. Chases Big Boss down with the neutral air and manages to land that backer to even things out.
Absolutely, and we're back to last stock situations in which we know that Big Boss, well, Rob, can be a bit of combo food as well, but, you know, what really sets Big Boss apart is the fact that he has been spacing properly so as to not get caught in those neutral air loops quite as much. He is constantly avoiding the hits from Chag as well, but he gets super caught in that forward smash. That's the first game.
Excellent read coming from Chag. Conditions Big Boss to take on the air dodge, and that's just one bet that he's gonna lose. Forward smash more than enough to give Chag the victory on game number 1, and that's a sign of relief for him because at the beginning of the game, Big Boss had the lead. He was wrecking off damage. He was causing a lot of trouble, but he bounced back. That's what I've been telling you. He always manages to bounce back.
And you know, this is a momentum-heavy game. We know that the spacing and the slower pace can be achieved, but that only usually happens when one of the players decides, okay, I think I've taken enough hits. It's time for me to lay back a little bit. So far, I really don't see either of these guys with that idea. They both want to keep pushing forward. They both want to keep winning center stage. And look at Chag, too. Like, he's trying as hard as he can to keep Big Boss in a disadvantage as well in the combos.
Yeah, and the one thing is that Chag in the previous game, he was dropping combos that you never see him drop. That was a surprise, but on this game specifically, Chag not missing any single opportunity. Every single time that he lands a neutral air, he manages to land another one or just try to overextend it with an upper. But at the very least, if he misses, he's just gonna have a next move, a next option, and that counter was just great.
And about the drop combos, I don't think those are going to happen anymore. Look at the percent on Big Boss. That means that Chag has actually been making something work. That back throw should kill. Yes, it will. And I love how Chag was patient to see how Big Boss was getting up. He did not go down on to the bottom of the stage. He waited for Big Boss to go back and then attack. So important step here from Chag because he is holding back when he needs to. He is also not just constantly pushing forward.
Exactly, Chag's pressuring on that landing forwarders on Big Boss already took him to 55%. Once again, the gyro being used as the first option, and I haven't never seen before that. I'm not sure you haven't missed them, but Chag's landing so many counters to Big Boss's neutral beats, and that's been crucial to just shake off the pressure that Big Boss uses those neutral beats for.
And there's a Zombear, or rather the Big Boss back here that gets him a stock finally. Unfortunately though, he is also out of resources. He used his air dodge as well. He does make it back. He had gyro in hand, so that was the protection, all the protection he needed. Chag is now in need to take the stock, but no, he actually took the bait. He went for the down tilt, and his hurtbox moved down a little bit. Big Boss catches him with the up air. And so he is back. I mean, Big Boss keeps living to a very high percent, but he does not punish Chag. Instead, he gets punished himself, but no stocks are being taken.
Yes, it's 146%. Big Boss at the verge of losing this stock. He just takes a step back. It doesn't matter what Chag goes and throws at him. Anything is gonna kill him at that point. So of course Big Boss is gonna somehow try to keep his head on the game because Chag is already 3 steps ahead of him.
Yes, indeed. And you know, this is part of a 3-step game plan. Get Big Boss out, get the combos going, get the edge guard too. But I think the edge guard has really been missing a lot from Chag's side. And so Big Boss always makes it back to center stage, always gets to fight the fight again. And then the double parries too. I mean, the defense on stage is getting a little better, but I think it might be a little too late. Big Boss is eating up a lot of percent in his attempt to make Chag escape center stage. He does not win it at all. Will Chag commit to it? He did, and he ate up an up air for it.
It's 84% against 120 right now. Chag is just eating Big Boss up. It doesn't matter what Big Boss is trying against Chag. I feel like his stage specifically may not be working out his favor as much as he wanted. The platform always being able one single tool more for Palutena to land or cover up with the explosive flame. So of course he's having a little bit of trouble to land those lasting hits. The down smash is more than enough, and things are on the last stock of each other's side, and that's gonna be it.
No!
What? Oh, well, never mind.
Okay, yeah. Just a whiff. I mean,
Yeah, just a whiff.
I don't think that's quite as embarrassing as it could have been. It has happened to me before that I don't input an up smash. I input a tilt, and I let my opponent live. So
Or a jab.
Yeah, could have been a lot worse.
I mean, if you input a jab and it doesn't go anywhere.
Exactly.
Been there, done that, felt that. So in any case, it's the second game that Chag takes on Big Boss. This is the second game that Chag has taken on his opponent, which means this could be the last game that Big Boss has a chance on to move on within the bracket, or that Chag just goes on and takes on the 4th place of this tournament.
Well, this might be the last scenario of the set in particular, because we're going back to PS2, and look at Big Boss. He is hungry for victory. He's trying to get the spikes already, but he misses, and he's gonna eat a lot of percent because of it. He does escape, though. No, dude, I mean, they're both equally as aggressive right now.
The chase down that Chag does with those uppers just way too nerve-wracking for Big Boss. He's just trying to wear down any kind of confidence that Big Boss may have at this point. Chag is just playing him out, and of course Big Boss just needs to bounce back. Once again, that's what I've been telling you. Those counters have been crucial on Big Boss's ending shoots.
Chag is basically telling Big Boss, hey buddy, you're gonna toss out your toys, I'm gonna reflect them back to you. If you try to overextend, I'm more than ready to go for forward air or even a shielded back air. And there you go, that's the second laser Chag has now reflected. He is playing super confident with his tools right now. He has not whiffed many of them, but he does eat up a back air, and Big Boss is back on top.
Big Boss being able to be at the job of this third game, but only by a short amount of time. As long as Chag manages to get anything working, that's gonna be more than enough. That knob deal at 140, it was just a straight kill at that point.
Yes, indeed. There was no DI that could save you from it, and it looks like a move that wouldn't kill quite as early, but it does. Well, it wasn't super early either. That was a lot of percent, but still, for a confirm, it doesn't have the animation of a move that hits super heavily. As I speak, though, Chag has brought Big Boss from coast to coast, from corner to corner, and he keeps building on the percent, but he gets hit by the gyro, interrupting ever so slightly, but uses it to his advantage.
It's 85% against 49, Big Boss. It's on the ledge. He's already been taken out by Chag's forward throw, and Chag is gonna put a word of pressure and a word of pain as long as Big Boss, Abraham Lane, hasn't taken the center of the stage. But he does, and he loses it. It's gonna be 116, and Chag is really playing out his mind.
Actually, I love how Chag is super aware of the gyro as well. He just shielded it, he couldn't grab it, but it's also out of the play for a little while, and he is not getting caught in those spikes. He does get hit by the side B though. This might be a back air, he sets up for it, and there we go, that's a back air.
It was just more than enough. That backer has such a lasting hit, and of course such a great range that of course, even though Chag was positioned well to be escaping against it, as Big Boss was a little bit too close to him for him to be able to survive that. It's gonna be 163. Chag barely misses that forward air, and
wow, that was a long kill.
That was a long kill, yeah. It took a while to kill.
Yeah, it took a while for Big Boss to actually hug the blast zone. I even saw Rob's arms go up, like he might have done up B, but he pushed himself a little too far to the right. And so, even though Big Boss got that stock, Chag is now back on top in percent-wise, but no, we're even, dude. It's so quickly how they both recovered the control in terms of percent.
The gyro plays.
What's gonna happen here, though? Oh, no! Dude, that was a setup for a spike, yes!
That was a setup for a spike. Chag was prepared for it, but sadly misplaced him a little bit too far of Big Boss. It's 99%. Being chased by Chag outside of the stage. Gonna be a lot of pressure and a lot of stress, because I see that Bram Slade is really escaping at this point whenever Chag is throwing things at him. That's gonna be 3-0 and handshake. Chag moves on, and he goes on to the 4th place, waiting for the winner between Waka and Shiny Mark on the next match.
And so Big Boss is now out of 5th place from Relax and Smash, but he definitely put on a show. And speaking of the show, it's time for us to end ours. That was our last set on commentary, but it was fun. I think those sets were all pretty good. A lot of 3-0s as well, which I wouldn't expect for a top 8 of this caliber, but that just goes to show you when people are in momentum, they really carry it. As far as as they possibly can. So
Yeah.
people, I really hope you enjoyed the commentary. If you did, you can follow us here. We actually don't have our social media here, but you can find me at Toon Laguna on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. How can they find you, Fear?
Fear0_ absolutely everywhere. As long as I have a platform, you have one voice to be able to tell us what you want from us from now on. We are always open to feedback. But of course, also don't forget that you could follow Liga Ace Esports from now on, the biggest threat to all organizations in Mexico, the biggest one out there, that they're putting tournaments, they're putting events, they're putting communities and prizes every single day for you.
Yes, indeed. A lot of money as well coming in from them for Gears of War, for Smash, for the FGC in general, Valorant. They're doing so many events for so many games, so go follow them everywhere. Here on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And people, now it is time for us to sign out, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you stay tuned because Roy and HungryBox are coming here for the second half of Top 8 commentary. See you next time.
Peace.
Con Oxo Premia ganas producto gratis. Es muy fácil. Solo tienes que descargar la app de Mi Oxo para obtener tu tarjeta Oxo Premia digital. Te registras con tu número de teléfono, nombre y correo electrónico. ¡Y listo! Compra, pasa tu tarjeta, acumula y gana. Descarga la app ahora.
Oxo, a la vuelta de tu vida.
Oxo premia tu lealtad. Sé parte del programa de recompensas Oxo Premia y disfruta de más de 2,000 productos gratis. Todas tus compras suman y por cada 10 pesos acumulas un punto. ¿Qué esperas? Descarga Mi Oxo app para registrarte o pide tu tarjeta en tienda y comienza a acumular puntos.
Oxo, a la vuelta de tu vida.
Buenas tardes. Yo soy HungryBox y este es...
I'm Roy. Yo soy Roy. Ya se la saben, amigos. That's right. We're here.
Yeah, we're not going to be commentating in Spanish, although I really want to. But right now,
That would be nice.
of course, if you're tuning in, we are casting top 6 for Cancún Geekfest. So it's going to be pretty good.
That is going to be really great. Relaxing Smash has been amazing so far as the talent that's been here. So it's some exciting matches to come. This is actually an international match that we are about to see.
It's going to be Shiny Mark versus Waka, I believe, right? It's going to be
Yeah.
Guatemala versus Mexico. And it's going to be Pikachu versus Luigi. Waka always goes on deep runs both offline and online, but we saw him struggle pretty hard versus MkLeo's Corrin. Imagine losing to MkLeo. Wow, what a scrub.
What a surprise. What a surprise to be losing to MkLeo. But regardless of that, I think that Waka is still trying to represent his region from Tijuana all the way up north, right by the border. So trying to make a case for why this entire region is on the second spot, maybe the first after the level up that some of the guys from there have had, like Waka, for example, like Alan Dees, shout outs to him, even though he didn't get the chance to come. And you might have heard of him, that's someone that goes by the name of Face Spargo, maybe not.
I've heard of him here and there.
Yeah.
Now, we all going to see Shiny Mark pointing to that Pikachu. And of course, huge shout out to the entire team at Geekfest for allowing us to have the tournament both on their stream and my stream. So all my viewers and people who want to show some love, thank you for being in here. Got the alerts on screen. In any case, get ready to enjoy some great Smash action here in Mexico. We're going to kick it off to PS2. Immediate Fireball and Thunder projectile battle. And this might be an early edge guard for Shiny Mark. I thought Dummy was going to come out. He snaps the ledge. It was really close to killing, though.
That was really close indeed. The recovery from Luigi can be one of the vulnerable spots, and of course Pikachu is great at abusing that type of character. But talking about the Cyclone as well, the defense that's going to be coming in from Waka and pressuring by the ledge. Interesting decisions by the corner, but immediately with the pivot grab, and the combos are not making themselves be like, wait, look at that. Just trying for the spike, and okay.
Shiny
makes
Mark,
it back.
He's going to be applying so much pressure no matter what direction Waka tries to approach. For the first time viewers, Luigi's recovery is very vertical or straight horizontal. He goes straight up or straight to the side unless he stalls with a tornado. And Pikachu, one of the best edge guarders in the game. Shiny Mark, one of the best in the business as well. Goes for a down throw conversion kill. Actually, Waka down air. A little reversal to get it away from that really bad situation near the blast zone to the ceiling.
Very bold from the player from Tijuana, but a grab could be it. And instead of staling the up throw, nice stuff from Shiny Mark, going for the downer, straight for the kill, not getting the edge cancel right there, but still, it's going to work in his favor. The combo, the DI was good enough this time around from Waka, so not much more damage. And the SDI as well, just going straight in, avoiding the punishes that Pikachu can bring to the table. Both of these characters really punish heavy, and it's been better so far for Shiny Mark and the edge guards as well.
Wait, went for the low edge guard. Casi lo mandó a Tijuana, but he went back up air 2. There's the grab and a back air. Waka evens it out 2 stocks apiece.
Sending them back and just right back to even, as you said. Parrying the projectiles, pretty crucial at that distance as well. And Waka trying to avoid the aerials, the ever so fast aerials from Pikachu, not falling for the baits and try to roll in or anything like that. Oh, that grab almost found its mark, and we already know what Luigi grabs bring.
3, 4. I had to count in Spanish. Right there.
We'll do it next time.
Panic Cyclone goes back. Shiny Mark still has a 50% lead, turning it into a 60% lead. Sends him up. Waka to the air dodge. An up B there would have been absolutely sickening. But you need to have nerves of steel to go for that one.
you for sure need to be very aware of those very rare opportunities to punish Pikachu, a character that is very sleeper in his own right. Oh, the anti-air with the up smash and the second one. Dos para la cuenta.
2 raw up smashes going for it. Okay, good nair. Follow up. Up smash missing there. That might kill.
Oh,
that's why I said might.
Might, yeah, exactly why. Exactly why. And the next time around, for sure, those Luigi aerials might do it. Oh, not managing to slip away. And the dash attack will find its mark. Shiny mark. Guatemala está presente aquí.
Está presente. Holding on to the second stock. These Panic Cyclones are going to cost him. He missed it there, but it's going to be a big punish next time. I think Shiny Mark is so aware of the Luigi matchup, knowing how much Luigi's love to use that broken move, and that's why.
And talking about that broken move, just using it to plow through the Thunder Jolt and getting some extra damage. Maybe the next time will be it for Shiny Mark. But, I mean, Waka still has a lot of ground to cover as Shiny Mark still punishing him. Pretty much those smashes are not working in his favor. And the tech situation, you already know that Pikachu is very, very great whenever he's trying to fan that dash attack. And the percent might not be quite there just yet, but the punishes could still
Love that
rise
direct
up.
Down with the nair back to center stage. So aware of it. And look, Waka can come down with a down air, a back air, or a nair, or an air dodge. There's only so many options. And all Shiny Mark needs right now is one more heavy read off the stage. Out comes the Thunder. Out comes another one. Teases the shield.
Okay.
Waka, Luigi is a comeback character, but he needs to find how to get rid of the second stock first before he goes for the grab 0 to death, which is all that can save him right now.
Oh,
Up throw gonna kill, yep. Game 1 going to Shiny Mark here, who's showing a lot of comfort versus Waka's tricks.
Yeah, Shiny Mark throughout this entire tournament has been really showing that he has those confirms with Nair and the platforms into the down smash or any other type of, like forward tilt, for example, at really high percents. And if that doesn't work, like he's just pre-contempt and just going for the grab and getting those up throw kills, which, I mean, you have to do what you have to do to get the win.
Yeah, you know, I actually learned a lot of new Mexican words over the weekend.
Okay, tell me more about that. Dime más.
I would, but I think the sponsors wouldn't sponsor the stream anymore. If I said
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, a little too much fun then.
It's like adding too much flavor to a taco.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, a little too much
fun.
spice.
They're very spicy words.
Salsa está picosa aquí.
Sí.
Está picosa.
Way. Go into game 2. They're not going to see any switches of characters here, obviously. These are two tried and true players. They love it. Although Shiny Mark does have the sickest dark pit I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I think he's the best one.
He's very, very close for sure to the best one that I've ever seen. And he has used it in tournament before. And even if it doesn't go for Pikachu, he also has the Marthina. Like both Marth and Lucina this guy plays. And so if Waka manages to make things difficult for him, we might actually see the switch to either of those characters. But the way that this guy has been playing, I think he's making Guatemala very proud.
Yeah, and you know, Waka has not won a game in this top 8 yet. 3-0'd, of course, by Leo. And I think the big difference is he also has not landed a single one of these 0 to death chain or grab combos from the down throw into Nair, down throw confirm. Having a lot of trouble, and no tag it could have lived from that Shiny Mark, finding the first kill with a ricochet off the stage.
Off the stage he is going to go, and things are not looking up for the boy from Tijuana this time around. Not even the confirms with the dash attack are going to work, just a raw going into the ledge. And the plunger, not enough active frames on that, as the invincibility, the percentage is not high enough for it to start running out. I like that Cyclone, but not quite effective just yet. Shiny Mark, very aggressive on his landings as well. He knows his character has the frame data to go for that kind of option.
So, someone was saying this looks like a coin box grand finals. I wouldn't say it's a grand finals, but these two have definitely entered the events, and they're just really, really solid, both back and forth. In fact, I know Shiny Mark was trying to get the Invitational. I think he didn't make it in, but it's really cool to see him offline getting these amazingly great results. And now a chance right now again, Waka not quite connecting it. Whiffing over and over. The big dog with no bite right now.
Okay, not enough just yet. Just pushing him away. The frame data from Luigi and the raw down smash. Incredible stuff from Waka. He needs one of those patented Luigi combos that might make Shiny Mark say some of those words that you just learned. if they do hit.
I love how much like Mario and Luigi's down smashes look like breakdancing in this game. Specifically this game. It's like they knew what they were doing.
They knew. They knew.
Luigi's very, very strong. Here goes 1, 2, 3. Nice 39%, but the DI is a little too good. Oh, falling up air, nearly starting a combo. Shiny Mark again with the pressure off the stage. That back air, somehow he gets back.
Yo, that was very, very dangerous. And that's the type of aggressiveness that I like to see from Pikachu. Just trying to extend as they know that they have the recovery to punish that. And that's what that confirms that I was talking about. Just landing there after they bait out an option and then going for the up smash or the down smash, whether the position is right or not. And second time he misses that, and at least it wasn't a punish. But
like the 5th time, if you think about all of top 8, just cannot find these confirms. And every time it goes to grab or a hit, Shiny Mark throws another 30% combo, throws another grab, and he whiffs again and again and again. There it is, finds it. Now this is the time, more than ever, get the grab, land the 1-2, pick up my shoe combo. You know how to make this back.
Yeah, this is the one that counts. Every other miss doesn't matter if Waka actually manages to get this. No percent still in Pikachu, just trying to play that distance at which Luigi's grab is not going to be effective is Shiny Mark here. And the back air drifting away ever so slightly, and the tech chase not enough. Waka just managed to hold center stage, rolling in, holding for dear alive. The percentage keeps racking up. Waka just is not finding the answer, but he's trying for those grabs.
Right. 100% now. He knows he needs the grab, but he whiffs it again. I don't think he gets back.
Oh, no thunder, though.
Yeah, he needs a misfire.
He might need it at this point, and of course, Shiny Mark was going to go for that. The edge guard was guaranteed at that point, and still, as you said earlier, no games on board for Waka so far in the top 8.
Wakita, 0-5 right here, but you know what? It'll just make it that much more impressive.
Yes.
When he brings it all the way back. 3 games with Shiny Mark. 3 O's Chag, 3 O's Spargo, and 6 O's Leo. It starts with 1, right, guys?
That is
copium.
That is absolutely right. I mean, the run could still happen. Of course, the possibilities are there. I just hope that he is not like completely deflated, right? Competition is all about just keeping that mental energy. And what better place to clutch up than Clutchbox's channel?
Exactly. Again, much love to the new viewers and the Box Gang all tuning in here. I still have to do a jacuzzi stream.
Oh.
I promised everyone a jacuzzi stream, so I have to find out tonight a place to do that, or tomorrow at the bare minimum.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah, don't watch if you're not ready for that. But I'm a man of my word. I got to do it at some point. You're free to join me, by the way.
Okay, thanks.
By all means, man.
Thank you.
Right.
But, okay. First off, we're going to have to see the end of this match. And so far, Waka, at the very least, keeping himself at low enough percent and getting Shiny Mark into the ledge. But Pikachu has a very easy time sometimes at dealing with that. And the way that Shiny Mark has been getting off of that corner and just aggressively still swinging. Very such as Luigi, but turn around, up B will do the job.
All right,
and this is the start that Waka wanted.
Chat, that was my first hoop or holler of the day. There's another one. Let me know if my mic is peaking or not. If it's not peaking, then it's not right. It must peak. It must peak.
It must. Like the audio.
Like Everest. It must.
It must.
We got to bring all the way up there. Okay, hold on. Oh! Oh, my God.
Okay, that was very dangerous once again. And that's what I'm saying. Shiny Mark not afraid of going off stage for that type of gimp. And the quick attack menace, once more, just Thunder Jolts, opting for patience. Like, Shiny Mark normally is not a type of Pikachu that to just hang back, but I appreciate it versus a character such as Luigi that has those burst options, that has that explosiveness, and of course the grab, even though Waka has not been able to abuse it fully.
Roy, I'll bet you a beer that he's... Oh! I should have finished my sentence. Up B neutral, damn it! I would have gotten a beer. Waka!
You would have got 2.
I would have gotten 2. Okay, there it is. Now Waka, see, that's the action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many hits has he got?
5 hits he got right there. And that is 50%, but not enough as Shiny Mark still has that stuck. Waka, though, the first significant lead is...
Downer going to the right instead of downwards.
Yeah, okay. He lives. No jump, though.
It's time, my friends. It's either Waka has to bring this all the way back. Oh! El Payaso hitting him with the glove.
El Payaso, that's right. He just showed him who's boss right there. Waka finally putting himself on the board. And I mean, it was a long time coming. This is the start of that story. I mean, we could do the counter bet of the beer if Waka is going to get the run back or not.
Yes, thank you, Rich, for the prime. I didn't realize that looked still on in Valsamar.
Nice.
Now, we're going to see Waka remember now. What was the big difference between that game between the first two? Two fat up Bs in neutral to scare him and intimidate him. Now, Shiny Mark is going to remember he can't get too close. But guess what? He's going to be a little further away. Perfect time to go for a grab that he's not expecting. As long as he mixes it up. Not like that, because he spot dodges that. He can get these grabs.
Oh, nice DI from Waka, avoiding most of that damage. And both of these guys whiffing left and right, but Waka is going to get the first entrance off stage, the situation that he doesn't like to be in. And Shiny Mark very ready to cover that platform once again. Second time around, though, no, not this time for Waka. Just playing a little fearful whenever he's at disadvantage.
Okay, trading plungers with Thunder. One for another. No blunders.
No blunders here.
I'm just saying words. But I see his game plan here, too. He understands that, like, when he went too far into Shiny Mark's bubble, it was not a good idea. And that last hit of fair, starting another edge guard. We are at Town and City. Reason Shiny Mark went here. Wait a minute. Okay, that's back. Ooh. Reason Shiny Mark went here. Small blast zones. Those edge guards, Pikachu, twice as deadly here. Drag down Nair, up smash. Still going to live. Up air.
Oh.
Vive.
Vive todavía. He is still living. And no forward smash for him, though. Waka finally gonna fall to that dash attack, that ever so prevalent tool that Pikachu does have at those high percents. And we've seen also Shiny Mark has the ability to go for the grab, waiting. And I like that roll, just repositioning himself. Waka getting those uppers, those confirms are working wonders for him.
I would have loved that reverse down smash 2-frame. Would have been so sick with the Gucci shoes.
Oh.
Hold on.
Okay.
Panic option, why not?
It works.
There's no bad time to use that move.
There is not.
Use it in neutral, recovery, punish, divorce proceedings. Use it. Look at that. Look at this. 2 stocks each.
Look like a divorce proceeding right there. Like.
Separate the stock. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I like the idea of the grab there, but it's not. You know, Shiny Mark is so aware. He has to just be completely like unpredictable with it.
He has to be, and no punish, no grab. And that position was perfect, perhaps, but he knows that he still has a chance to bring it back here. Those down tilts have been coming a lot more out in neutral because of the usage of Thunder Jolt. Great positioning right there from Waka, not falling for that forward smash bottle edge. Again, though, taking his distance, Waka playing a lot more patience, not trying to force the issue, but as I say that, he just commits, and it was Shiny Mark's time to punish, but they are back to neutral ever so.
Here it goes. Gets the grab. Okay, little 1-2 hit. Oh my god, so close connecting again. Shiny Mark getting away with, kind of with murder here. That's going to be a big hit. Nair into back air. Kill percent now with up smash. A la dos. Boom! Oh my god. I wish I could DI like that. I can't DI like
that. The third count is didn't come. I mean, that was Tijuana DI right there.
They both DI that beautifully. Again.
Oh! Just right from the left side!
He did not mean to go for it, but in the words of my great-grandfather, we take those, senor. We take those every day.
Yeah, my great-grandfather had the same words as well, so I totally understand. We do take those indeed. And, okay, Waka, even though it was perhaps luck that brought him that stock, still he has the ability to bring it back. Nice reaction on dash attack on the other side, but Shiny Mark punishing very aggressively, even willing to go for the traits. I don't know if that's exactly what he wants, but I mean, the Seared Death has been disabled so far, but Waka has never relied on that exactly. But look at the punishes from Shiny Mark.
Press 5 if you want to see a game 5 here. Anyone's game right now, especially on town. Oh, he's reading every come down. Can he get back? He does. He clanks through it. Back to center stage. Oh, down tilt. Okay.
Ya casi.
Trying to mix it up. Dash attack. But now look at his percent. 96. He can't take much more. Oh! For some reason, I thought Pikachu could misfire. Okay, wait.
That would have been so high.
I'm quitting the game.
He just randomly misfires.
We're backing it up. No.
Pikachu learned misfire.
I don't care if it's 1 in 99. We're packing it up. I'm returning the game.
We're living, yeah.
Okay. Ooh!
Oh, yo!
Cuidado, cuidado! He goes back up.
Sigue vivo!
Oh,
But not anymore.
It and the fist bump. Shiny Mark with a little pop off there. Waka got one on the board, but ultimately was not enough. And now Shiny Mark, of course, makes it to losers semis top 4 to face off against Chag.
Chag versus Shiny Mark. And I mean, Guatemala, proud again. Orgullosos de su chico.
Of course.
They're very proud, yeah.
But Roy,
And
you know what we have next, though.
I know.
Also, I'm reading
I know.
all the love, by the way, guys. Thank you for all that.
Thank you.
What we have next,
Much love.
for your
Much
viewing
love.
pleasure, for the first time since Genesis?
I want to say, yeah. Oh, no, they faced off like a little later, I think.
I don't remember the
Spargo
last
got
time.
it.
Anyways, you know what I'm talking about.
Either way.
The two best players, Mejor del Mundo, are in
mejores.
the building right now, and as I speak, they are walking behind me to go sit down. We have the classic ready for you guys. MkLeo versus Spargo. Winners, finals. I wouldn't have it any other way. The moment you saw those two players advertised in here, you knew it was going to happen. Roy, what are your predictions?
Oh, man, I don't know. We were talking a little earlier about this, and Spargo was going for those secondaries, and Leo has been looking clean on the Corrin, so perhaps it is Leo's day. But, I mean, you can never count Spargo out. Really one of the most talented players that this game has. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the reason he's fighting for that spot number 1, so.
It is. And, you know, he came onto the scene. He was the first guy to, you know, Leo lost sets to Esam there, Glutony there, but Spargo is one of the few who was doing it, like, consistently in back-to-back tournaments. And that's why he was the closest to taking the throne. But right now, Leo's showing he's still at number 1 at the top, but it could start here. Spargo's been wearing those sunglasses, super chill, and the cool thing is they both 3-0'd their opponents in winter semis. So I think we're going to see some fireworks in a little bit.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see. It's always a treat to see both of these guys. So thank you so much to everybody that's right there on this stream for tuning in. Feel free to share. Feel free to, like, you know, drop those subs to HungryBox.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I mean, you don't have to, but I'm just happy people are tuning in. About 4,000 or 5,000 even here, but I'll read them off as they come. And I will like to announce right here, because you're here,
Okay.
I will be attending Smash Factor in Puebla.
Nice.
So
That's
that'll
what
be
you
there.
like to see here.
Yep. You got a melee tournament there, right?
We got.
All right.
We are going
I
to.
need a major win, so I'm gonna. I need one this year.
on.
I'm going to Vancouver next week, Battle of BC. I'm just going to a lot, but
Traveling around.
But more importantly, honestamente, the scene here is beautiful. The people here are beautiful. Very
Thank you.
welcoming. Very, very nice. And shout outs to my boy Last, honorary Mexican.
Oh, yeah.
Was supposed to be here commentating with me, but of course we
Yes.
got my boy Roy here now. Hope you feel better. And like I said,
Get better soon, bro.
Go to-
better soon.
more tournaments as we go. So I think right now we're just waiting for them to set up a little bit on the screen. Roy, what's your next event?
Next event, it should be Smash Factor as well. Like, as far as big tournaments go, I might think of going to Cali, maybe Florida, sometime soon.
Yeah, shout him out.
Shout outs to, who was that? Is C968. Nice, the tier 1.
Tier 1, so I say thank you. I might as well do that.
Thanks.
But one of the cool things here, last night I actually went on I went on a pirate ship last night.
Oh,
Yeah.
sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that, please.
Well, you go on a pirate ship and then
What happens on a pirate ship?
They take you out to sea and it turns into a nightclub for a couple hours.
Oh.
It's insolito, but it's a lot of fun. The funniest part, though, was that apparently there's like some sort of local election happening right now in Cancun.
Oh, yeah, la ley seca.
Yeah,
That's,
and so
right?
It's the entire weekend. No one's been allowed to serve any alcohol.
I know.
So we were just kind of like this, like
We're struggling over here.
bobbing our heads on this like pirate ship that's like got lights and sound and fog machine, just completely sober. It was
Damn.
really funny. Well, you know, there was some good people. It was still fun at the end of the
Nice.
day. But yeah, so shout outs to the local election. I'm not voting in it because I am not a Mexican citizen, but I am a U.S. citizen and an honorary Argentinian. Everyone I talk to, I speak Spanish like, oh, hablas español? They don't realize I was born in
Yeah.
Argentina. My name is Juan.
Like, if there's any tale that you are Hispanic, it probably is the fact that you're named Juan.
Yes,
Right?
exactly. What's your real name?
My real name, Rodrigo.
Rodrigo.
That's right.
I love it. I'm jealous of your name.
Why? It's too long.
Well,
All
because
right.
my name sounds like a number. Anyways, I think now we are
Okay.
just about ready to get into winners finals. Are you ready?
We're about ready, but I think we're gonna send to a little break really quick, so we'll be right back. Stick around, don't go anywhere. We'll be with you in just a sec.
Con Oxo Premia ganas producto gratis. Es muy fácil. Solo tienes que descargar la app de Mi Oxo para obtener tu tarjeta Oxo Premia digital. Te registras con tu número de teléfono, nombre y correo electrónico. ¡Y listo! Compra, pasa tu tarjeta, acumula y gana. Descarga la app ahora.
Oxo, a la vuelta de tu vida.
Oxo premia tu lealtad. Sé parte del programa de recompensas Oxo Premia y disfruta de más de 2,000 productos gratis. Todas tus compras suman y por cada 10 pesos acumulas un punto. ¿Qué esperas? Descarga Mi Oxo app para registrarte o pide tu tarjeta en tienda y comienza a acumular puntos.
Oxo, a la vuelta de tu vida.
Oh!
Look at that. Look at that. We got caught off guard.
Caught me off guard. How dare you? What's up, guys? Actually, the reason we went
It's
to...
on purpose. Completely on purpose.
We finally have MkLeo and Spargo.
Yes.
About to play on the other side. The reason we went to a break was, I think, one, we couldn't find Spargo. But two, apparently someone here decided they would steal a Switch from the venue. That ain't cool. As my mom always says, if you steal a Switch, you're a bitch. So don't do that ever.
She's right.
Don't do that ever. Don't be a thief. And right now, get ready to enjoy what I think will be one of the best sets of the entire year.
Oh, it could be. It very well could be every time both of these guys face off against each other.
There it is.
I mean, it's quite a treat. It is quite a treat indeed. And both of them sporting those glasses. I mean, Spargo facing up with the red sunglasses right there.
Dude, I'm telling you.
You gotta appreciate the style.
When you wear sunglasses, your DI gets that much better. You just win
more
more
so
often.
you're spilling out the beans, right? Like that's what you wear like sunglasses to.
Oh, I wear the sunglasses because my future is so bright when I time out people.
Nice.
It's incredible. We begin the sword fight. As we always have seen, everyone share the stream. Let your friends know. Spargo once again doing his best to contest this throne. And I opened my eyes and I saw two. I thought one was the other and one was there, but no, it's MkLeo playing Corrin and Spargo using Byleth now, so these are neither of their mains.
Yeah, Spargo has been working on that Byleth. Both of these guys pretty consistently playing these characters throughout the bracket. Even in doubles, they went pretty much full Byleth and Corrin. We've seen like the Aegis from Spargo, but pretty much no Cloud and no Byleth also on the side of Leo. So this Fire Emblem matchup here is going to be defined by the way both of these guys have been training as of late, perhaps also working on those secondaries. And I mean, there's so many matchups in Ultimate that is a pretty important thing to have.
And we saw MkLeo pull out the Corrin at Delfino Mazarreta, which was also a Mexican invitational or semi-regional. And it worked incredibly well versus Spargo. I believe it was a 3-0. And strange enough, Spargo, whether it's an experiment or not, is trying to use his main against him. But with a good down smash, Leo clutches out a first stock.
Getting that first one going and almost getting one of his own here. Spargo's trying for those juggles, trying to give some of that same stuff that Leo always is dealing right there. And no read on the roll. The positioning was not quite ready there. Usually you see the nair for that option, right? But Leo getting a little overzealous, and the downer was not going his way, but the juggles from Corrin could prove very dangerous here for Spargo as well.
I'm loving how he starts his early combos down tilt, up tilt. Such good range on Corrin. Went for that up B. That might have been a finisher too.
That might have been, and this is the name of the game for Corrin. Just getting those juggles, setting up those situations in which the opponent is going to be able to get the air dodge seemingly, right? But instead, it's nothing like that. You are still going to get punished, but here Spargo just working on that ledge control. But Leo is still fighting his way out, and those backers are very, very dangerous. Whenever someone is by the ledge, like Leo is going to be looking for that option.
You have to imagine Leo knows this character inside and out, what they can and can't do, knows exactly how to maneuver, and Leo, or Spargo, basically Leo Jr., doing a lot of the same strategies he probably learned from watching him over the course of this year and last year.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to implement that same stuff, but Leo already read that book, right? Like, he pretty much invented it. He wrote it. So the way that Spargo is going to have to play with Byleth specifically is going to have to be very creative, or like just going for the player experience, like just abusing some of those habits that he might find in the current player right here. But I mean, both of these guys are the best of the best, so that is going to be a tough thing to do, at least for Spargo right here.
Right. And again, look how long Leo is living here. He's micro-spacing around every fair and bear attempt that Spargo is throwing out. Okay, here comes the chain. 1, 2, 3 from 49 and 68. Looking like the interstate. There is going to be the la lanza. What do you call it? La pinche?
La lanza.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh!
Las alas.
Las alas. 2-stock dominant performance from MkLeo. My question is Spargo going to switch to either the Cloud or the Aegis?
I mean, the Aegis did came out to play versus Chag, I believe. And we've not seen the Cloud so far, but Spargo, again, very adamant on going with the Professor. So it seems like it's still going to be a Fire Emblem matchup that we're going to see. But now with one on the board for Leo.
Right. And I'm wondering if it's just like an agreement that they had, because this tournament is probably more of like in their region and they can experiment, or whether or not they think this is actually a thing. Because I'm pretty sure Leo has told me and told last that Korin is his idea to beat Spargo.
Yeah, like that's been the plan for quite a while. So I mean, he's not playing around whenever he brings out the Dragon Princess.
Right.
And I mean, he's pretty much been playing the character since the beginning, right? So it's just that now he is actually showing off what he's got, and he's working on that as a serious tournament character, and the way that he's been showing, well, I mean...
Turn on your Switch, pick up Korin, and just use that back air on anyone like at 80%. You'll see how crazy strong the move is.
Yeah.
And of course, Leo using it at perfect times for an edge guard off the stage. Spargo just not finding the same kill confirms that we've seen so often with the green-haired Byleth that Leo has essentially spoiled us with for the better part of 2022.
Pretty much that and the control from Leo here. Those falling uppers are like reminiscent of the way that he uses Nair with Violet, like just trying to control the way that his opponents are moving, and down tilt as well. The fact that he's able to find those confirms just goes to show the way that he is just so conscious, but okay, maybe a little unconscious moment right there.
He says, "I'll take my own stock, sir. I don't need to do that with me. I'm so good, only I can beat me."
Oh, damn.
That's what he's saying right there.
That's a statement. That's definitely a statement.
It's low-key a taunt. Drags it down. And look at that. He's always ready to spot dodge any one of Spargo's attempts.
Oh, the juggle, once again, that sword, so long, it's so active. That's the thing about Korin's upper. That move is really, really broken. It just starts combos, it juggles, hell and back, and it racks up so much damage. And of course, both of these guys are some of the best jugglers in the game. So if anyone is able to abuse a character such as Korin and that upper specifically, then Leo is definitely one of those.
And there's a good up smash. I like that call out from Spargo.
Yeah.
And now look, every single time he tries to jump, look at that range Korin has on that fair and back air. How much Spargo has gonna kill?
Yup.
Oh, wow.
Yup, that's the setup. That's the setup. Once you are by that area, like, Leo either goes immediately for the upper, or if it forces you to go for the air dodge, then he's just gonna cover with backer, 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 and eventually you're gonna end up either further off stage or straight up dead.
Back in my day, up airs wouldn't kill that early, unless, of course, you're playing Fox or a really good character.
Those were the days.
Those were the days where you can SDI stuff and have options.
Imagine if SDI was so effective as in Melee.
Imagine if every single move in this game was multi-hit. That would be chaotic.
Oh, no. I don't even want to think about that.
Yeah. That'd be like some DDR stuff. It just seems that Spargo is not finding success. At this point, if he's really trying to win, I just don't know why he wouldn't go Cloud or Aegis. Cloud especially.
I mean, we've seen him, like, be a little stubborn. Maybe this is the game plan. Perhaps he is taking it like as a download session, right? Like he's reset the bracket before and he's got those W's. So, I mean, he could still do it. It's just that Leo seems to be one step ahead. However, Despair Stock is going all the way to Spargo and face.
A lot better of a start right there.
Yeah.
Believes in the Byleth. Liking the rush down here. Ooh. Wow, went for a cheeky downer attempt on the right side of the stage. Well, use that tether again. Okay. Then the downer not going to work, but right there, get an easy fair confirmed.
My man, Spargo is going crazy here.
He's winning neutral a lot more. I think he's won neutral more times already than the entire set.
Yeah,
In this
pretty
game.
much. And that is the swing. That is the way that stocks really do change. And this could be the start of a comeback here for Spargo. However, still a long way to go. And Leo, no strange to making comebacks either.
Beautiful DI from Spargo, using the absolute full length of that to make it back. Spargo or Leo misses a tech on that platform. Might be a lap here.
Oh,
There.
oh my God, he knew.
It was very, very close. Little side view. Leo almost at 100 already on this stock, and suddenly Spargo, remembering he's sponsored by one of the biggest orgs in the world, remembering he's was touted as the new god, wants to show his worth.
Oh my God, the spacing from here Leo is working wonders for him, and the juggle, that up B is going to cost Spargo a little more damage, and he's trying to just reestablish the control at center, but it's not going his way, and all of that advantage that Spargo had going on has pretty much vanished.
Yep. My
La lanza en la cara!
Dude, Corrin's got some moves. Like, Corrin's got some scary-ass moves. What are we watching?
Those are like real force smashes. Those hit, and they do be taking stocks. But now, finally, Spargo heading back, but this is Leo's combo. Just fair into up air. Again, just so much more consistency on the side of Leo whenever it comes to racking up damage.
Leo has not dropped a single game this tournament. Might be a hot take, but I'm pretty sure a Mexican prodigy who plays a sword character who likes K-pop is going to win this match. It might be a hot take. We'll have to find out, Roy.
We're about to find out. We don't know who that might be. It's looking like Leo as far as percents go, and especially if he goes off stage, but he has to respect the upbeat from Byleth. Like, he knows, like, you mispace your approach off stage, you are done so.
Okay, 122 here. And what do? Just down smash?
No pin?
Do you pray for the...
Wait,
went for a greedy nair. I want to see another game of this. At least one more game. Spargo? Okay, edge guard. Will he take Leo's first game? Spargo! First blood on Leo of the entire weekend. We have a set.
And let it go. He was just playing at the very edge of defeat right there and still managing to clutch up.
Incredibly
nice.
Well played. Finally found MkLeo on the deep side of the stage, too.
Woo.
And now I'm hearing... Hold on. I'm hearing some characters.
Ooh.
Wait. There's a stage.
Okay.
Let me see. All right, let's dig into it. I thought for a second it was character switch. Byleth Corrin running it back fourth time. Of course, now MkLeo's counterpick with Corrin. Well, there's no counterpick with these two. These two play on one stage and one stage only.
That's what they like. They know how to play perfectly here.
They skate to one song and one song only. And it's PS2.
PS2 is the way to go! And Downer is the way to go as well as Spargo is opening up with fire right here.
Sparguito con el rido.
Con el rid, that's right.
My goodness. That's how you open it up. That's how you try and force a game 5, my friend. In the first 15 seconds.
I mean, the legend of Game 4 Leo exists for a reason, but Spargo trying to extinguish the fire of that legend as well, and the way that this guy's been playing is just incredible. Why did that downer not hit?
Oh my God. What a turnaround momentum-wise for this set. Spargo needed just that little bit of confidence which he got last game, and now lapping Leo on Game 4. And this is Game 4 Leo. This is not some average spring chicken. This is the man.
This is the man right here, and Spargo is trying to show that the time of this dude perhaps is up if he has his say. Oh, very brave. Again, those fares from Spargo, and the up smash almost finding its mark.
The horoscopes say this is when MK Sexo is supposed to come out. It's supposed to be right here, right now.
That's a new legend. That's a new legend.
That's a new legend. New lore. He comes back up, stays on the ledge. Little get off me. Wow, so smart from Leo to use that corner lance to kill Spargo. We still got a heavy % lead here.
he has the counterplay. We've seen that even versus characters such as Pokemon Trainer with Ivis are trying to stall. But let's not talk about that as Spargo almost finds that up smash. Leo just fading away with those aerials. First time he commits. Ooh. And Spargo almost gets a tech chase, even though Violet, well, neither of these characters are really fast. Oh my goodness, that was a sour spot. And that was a snipe! That was a face snipe right there.
Whoa! That's some Hawkeye stuff. Now he's got to lead before Leo finds a raw up smash read. They're both pulling out some crazy trump cards here. Good snipe on the side, 83. It's going to be Leo. Edge guard attempt. Goes deep. No, won't. He's going to hold it.
He is going to hold the ledge. He's just spacing out those back airs.
Both these characters have back airs, which hit so damn hard.
Yeah, they are very hard to deal with. But Coring with the spacing and the same setup, and I told you, forcing out the air dodge and punishing by the ledge.
And that's a comeback attempt again. First does not matter. Here comes a punish.
Wow!
Spargo, 1, 2, 3, 4. Up air clanks. Now it's Leo's reversal combo before he gets hit by a Nair 68. Off the side, can Spargo do the same thing as last game? Oh!
Yo,
I got scared.
Yeah, that's La Lanza again, and the juggles to follow up. Leo not committing to going off stage, just very patiently trying to rack up the damage. And Spargo is falling prey to the punishes from Coring. Look at that spacing from Leo. He's just playing so clean right here.
He's waiting for the whiff, but now Spargo back on stage.
Oh my god!
Oh my, such a tight situation with the grab Nair. They're both trading Nairs. He can only take one more of those. Leo, knowing his habits, gets back on stage and trading aerials. Oh my god, it's so difficult now for young Spargo.
What?
Wait.
Oh my god, how did that not hit again?
I don't know, but there's the Nair. And there's the up tilt. Oh!
Dangerous landing there for Leo. Rolling back at the floor smash. Not fully charged though, and the Dragon Fang shot trying to chase away. Leo not getting the spacing. That is going to be an up throw, and that's going to be the game and the set. Don't call it a comeback until it happens, and it did. Leo clutching up on game 4 as he usually does. And that is winners finals. He is going to the winner's side of Grants, and Spargo is going to have to fall into the depths of that very dangerous pool that is called the loser's bracket.
Man, I mean, I knew it was going to be an explosive set, even though they weren't playing their mains, but you saw the adaptation, counter-adaptation. Spargo opened up that game 4 with a huge dunk, but Leo, so practiced, so experienced that situation, bring it all the way back. And now 3-1ing him, staying in Grands where he belongs.
Where he belongs, at least for the time being. Let's see if Spargo has something to say after losers finals. Even though they didn't even go their mains, right? Like, still such an explosive set. We saw, as you said, so many counter adaptations. So definitely, I am waiting to see if Spargo is going to make it back into grand finals, and we can get a treat once more.
Well, to find out who Spargo has to play right now, we do have a losers semis. Chag, who just won his match, versus Shiny Mark. Again, Guatemala. This is the last non-Mexican left in the bracket.
Yes.
So we'll see how far he can go.
Guatemala representando once again. And Shiny Mark playing Pikachu. You mentioned as well the fact that he does have the pit. He does have the Marth and the Lucina. So if things get rough, if things get dicey, he could opt to switch out, but I don't think we're going to see that, as Pikachu tends to do very well versus Palutena.
I'd love to see the Dark Pit or the Pit going out here. But here we have some highlights now from Leo and Spargo. What a set these two had. And of course, Leo able to find constant edge guards and pressure on every ledge.
Setting up for those, I don't know if they're really frame traps, but just the set play right after those air dodges is so good for Corin. And maybe this is the way that Leo is trying to swing for the metagame right here. And really quick, for those on the Spanish side of the stream, rápido no se olviden de seguir a Liga Ace y también que pueden obtener en ese código QR sus puntos de Oxxo Premia para obtener su tarjeta con la aplicación. Ya lo saben, rápido, sencillo. Si quieren apoyar el stream en español, pueden hacerlo aquí checando el código QR Oxxo Premia con todas sus compras en tiendas Oxxo.
Roy, I'm thinking we should commentate one game in Spanish.
You want to?
Chat, you want us to?
I'm down.
You want us to?
I'm down.
Un poquito de comentario español.
¿Quieren comentar en español? Podemos.
¿Y por qué no? Game 1. I'm down.
Ok.
Next set.
Perfecto.
There we go. Bueno, señores, esto es Losers Semifinals. Chag contra Shiny Mark. El Palutena contra el ratón de electricidad.
El ratón eléctrico, that's right. Pikachu versus Palutena, Pikachu contra Palutena. Juego número 1, ¿lo vamos a comentar en español?
Sí.
En español, para que...
Porque
la
alguien en el
audiencia-
chat dijo que va a poner 10 subs si lo hago en español.
Más les vale. Más les vale. You
No,
better do it.
I don't even care.
That's
Va a ser divertido. Aquí vamos. Si no sé una palabra, te voy a preguntar.
Claro que
Vamos.
sí. No
Vamos.
te preocupes. Aquí se arma. Se fuma. No pasa nada.
¿A dónde empezamos? ¿A dónde está?
Estamos
La
en
ciudad.
En el pueblo de la ciudad. Town and City es el lugar en el que van a arrancar estos dos.
Sí.
Me encanta cómo Shiny Mark siempre empieza bastante agresivo. Es un Pikachu al cual quizás el estilo no estamos acostumbrados. Me gusta muchísimo. A ver qué trae Chag también para poder emparejarle el porcentaje.
Sí, pero mira qué bien Shiny Mark hace los loops de Pikachu. Con tanto porcentaje en cualquier lugar del stage. Ahora viene.
Y además, el Ledge Trump que acabamos de ver del lado de Shiny Mark es una de las maneras más comunes en las cuales él pone presión cerca de la orilla. Algo muy propio que tiene Shiny Mark es justamente eso, así que quizás en contra de una recuperación como la de Palutena lo veamos de nuevo, intentando ese movimiento. También me gusta que aplicando un poco de la nueva tecnología, unos cuantos slingshots y también los wave dashes, ¿por qué no?
Qué susto tengo cuando Shiny Mark está como peleando con el shield de Chag.
Sí.
No lo quiere parar.
No puede detenerlo y es que hay que respetar de verdad esa zona y
¡Epa!
para
Chao.
afuera.
Señor, te vas al Blast Zone.
Lo mandó al barco pirata.
El barco pirata se emborrachó.
Se emborrachó. No pudo. No puede. Ahí ley seca.
Está seco, está seco.
Está sequísimo.
Bueno, ahora tiene 34. Chag está haciendo muy bien. ¡No va a perder stock! ¡3-1!
3-1, pero la lectura Shiny Mark se está poniendo eléctrico aquí con esos Thunders. Le funciona de maravilla. Y la segunda será que se la roba. Y tiene la oportunidad Shiny Mark presionando. Y el siguiente no se va a detener. Todavía tiene la situación de ventaja. Y por lo menos le metió bastante miedo a pesar de que no haya sido tanto porcentaje.
Lo va a matar. Ni siquiera usar el Thunder. Solamente un backer.
Solamente unos backers, así es.
Otra vez. Tiene un atento acá.
Así, el intento y Chag con esos nerfs no ha estado consiguiendo lo que buscaba Pikachu, un personaje muy pequeño, así que le cuesta más hacer sus combos estándar. Pero Shiny Mark otra vez y casi cae en el Thunder de nuevo.
Y quiere el relámpago.
El relámpago.
Pero no se va a dar. Chag no quiso. Again, va a reflectar todo que Shiny Mark le da en el piso.
Así es.
Ahora va a poner Edge Guard.
Muy buena la recuperación que tuvo Chag, también notoria. Esa ventaja parece que no le va a durar mucho. El Teca hacia adentro, no reacciona Shiny Mark a tiempo. Se va el backer y el siguiente, ¿cómo amenaza? Chag será, no hay counter, no hay nada más. Shiny Mark sigue viviendo y tiene que arrebatarle todavía pequeña ventaja para esa Palutena. Shiny Mark no encuentra la manera de
Lo va a matar en la burbuja.
Podría.
And that's how you do it. I'm going back to English because that was a sickening up smash. Chag finally clearing the air, 2-stock advantage to go over Shiny Mark.
Going over Shiny Mark, and the way that he was pressing, just his advantage was incredible, especially versus a character as slippery as Pikachu, and that's the reason why Chag often tries that up smash Vital Edge, because it just hits below. And the way that the quick attack extends Pikachu's hurt box, it's just really prone to be hit by that, even though like you could clearly see that Shiny Mark missed his angle, but still, very good option from Chag.
And it seems that Giga Chag has entered the building. I want to see him get a rematch on Spargo, on Leo, on everyone there. But look at this beautiful 3 back air string. Yeah, they really designed this character to lead everything into everything.
I'm having a deja vu right there. Same situation that Shiny Mark managed to find earlier in the set. Okay, going for those uppers, not getting anything. The anti-airs are not more effective. Like, Palutena's up tilt is much more of a kill move nowadays than it is an anti-air, but Chag is still trying to make any use of that, and the juggles and the very tip. I'm kind of surprised that didn't kill, but I mean, still Shiny Mark holding on for dear life. He could still take this first stock before Chag does.
Let's see if Chag can get another bilingual up smash. Might do it. Goes for the pivot grab. Un poquito de slingshot. Okay.
Un poquito nada más. That's right. Ooh, take
okay,
in.
he keeps checking. Remember, if he misses that tech at the jab reset and the down smash, you're dead.
There's a lot that Pikachu could do right after that, and maybe Shiny Mark is even remembering, like, Chag has been consistently taken in, so next time perhaps coverage, depending on the percent, of course, coverage with the Nair, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. 3rd time in a row that Chag takes in, and Shiny Mark was ready.
But he wasn't able to confirm the kill once again.
Yeah.
Still both players at 3 stocks, nearly a minute and a half gone. Surprising because they're on Town and City.
Surprisingly enough.
Ooh. The drag down happens, but only able to find a forward tilt. Even a fair, not going to kill. Chag, up air a little confirmed, snaps to ledge.
That's a back throw. Yeah, he got hit it straight to the left, and even going for the bait. Perhaps a little overzealous from Shiny Mark, though still getting those up airs. They're not going to kill anytime soon, so he has to fight for those dash attacks. Maybe an aerial off stage, pushing Palutena off. What a recovery from Chag.
He's at full rage here. Both these characters, in a way, have a kill throw. Wow! He went for the dash attack and not just a grab up throw, which should do the job.
Should do it right about this percent, even on the ceiling of Town and City.
10% into 33. To start off, Chag angry right now, knowing he can play a lot better than did. Finally gets a kill off dash attack.
Ooh, getting the jab, interesting. Just using jab in neutral or attempting to do so. And that's a privilege from Palutena, the invincibility on that shield. Both the dash attack and the backer. Of course, Shiny Mark trying to push and drag Chag on stage, but instead ends up dragging him on the stage and getting some more percent. Chag, though, not going down without a fight right here because the neutral has been going back and forth.
All right. Oh, I liked it. He didn't get up on the ledge. Ready for the grab. If he got that, I would have changed religions. But he didn't.
I would have changed languages right here.
I would have spoken Palutinese for the rest of my life.
Different. We would have had to invent some new words that we can actually say on stream.
Of course.
Yeah.
Spicy. Fire from the side. Quick attack to the top.
Oh, what a... That down tilt is so active, it works wonders. I like Shiny Mark is very aware of the fact that Chag usually goes for that high explosive flame vital edge, and that's privilege right there. No side B was gonna go through that shield.
Both these characters have dash attacks just like decimate you high percents. It's neat to see, you know?
Yeah, it needs to. Oh, what a great coverage by Chag. And not falling onto the platform, dragging him down. Interestingly enough, great DI from Shiny Mark, avoiding the rest of that punish. Even though Chag has a slight advantage, things could go the other way around. And he was fishing for a panic option, but instead it's Shiny Mark who's going to even things out.
Chag shaking his head, saying, this is not what I wanted at all.
Definitely not.
Hit me? I always have a theory, when you shake your head, you're going to play bad the rest of the game.
Ooh.
I disobey my own rule, but I told that to Jake and Riddles, and they've been playing a lot better because of it.
Okay.
Nod your head. When the bull crap happens, and you'll be all right. Chag, I mean, that's about as perfectly timed a down as you can want. Even the crowd with a golf clap saying that was very good.
Yeah. Immediate claps.
Buen jugado, señor.
Bien jugado.
2-0 lead right now for Chag.
2-0 lead. First game very dominantly so. Second one, not so much perhaps, but still, you can see the confidence coming in from Chag, even in spite of those head bobs. Like, I think sometimes spectators underestimate the body language, right? Like, it really can tell a lot from both of those players. But this time around, like, Chag is still managing to clutch up, still just confident in his decision making. Let's see if Shiny Mark can turn things around.
I always like that he goes for a near edge cancel, make it sort of ambiguous with the up he's going to land.
Okay.
All the characters with like poofy or teleport recoveries, you have a lot more options than you think of. even like a slight angle up can catch your opponent off guard.
It's so good, yeah.
They're going to go for a standard jump height. So Chag doing a great job mixing that up.
He tried for the jump read as well, and the ledge control once again showing up. Why?
Oh my god.
That's right. He even got it as a read. Like, he just knew that is a very committal option, and Chag is just, it seems like he's getting everything he wants and just winning neutral. Again, that's the second time that he tries for that jab. Just running to the ledge, just knowing exactly what Shiny Mark is going to be.
Las alas de Dios. Hits him with the wings, taking a quick 61, make it 74. How high can we go, Chag? Jab into jab, 90. Might be a clean stock again. Goes for the trap attempt.
Oh!
Almost.
And the Thunder, now Chag very aware. At least Shiny Mark didn't fall for that trap, but still super difficult position for him as percents have risen and almost losing that stuff. Explosive Flame, great awareness and even using the footstool. This time around, finally Chag going and taking away, but Shiny Mark gonna lose that stock on the verge of a 3 stock.
Roy, I'm not a Smash expert. Okay, maybe like on paper I actually legally am, which is not a good thing. But I'm pretty sure this set is over.
Oh my god!
This is a I'm gonna say it, a 3-stock lead, because I think a 3-stock's gonna happen. Edge canceled on the side, but 2-0 Shiny Mark with the literal biggest mountain to climb possible in this set.
Oh my goodness, had he gave that jump away, that would have been the set. And the reflect, Chag is just playing so clean. The difference is so clear, and he's playing with confidence, even getting those teleport cancels.
He's
and
moving.
He gave it away. Like, he could have just up smashed out of shield, and that would have been the set.
I think you saw him. He was trying. When you see that little pause from a player, it's because their brain's trying to decide which option to go for.
Yeah,
And those
exactly.
little milliseconds are what cost him the most. So instead of choosing either option, he got killed.
I mean, he still has a great lead right here. Oh, trying for the Palutena special. Rolling quite a bit is here, but okay. Just to the platform, tries to go for that explosive flame setup once again. No commitment to the air, so that dash attack was not going to find its mark. And those downers are becoming less and less effective. The good thing, though, is that Chag has such an advantage that at this point, it might not even matter if he gets a confirm. Even a raw grab eventually will do it.
If I'm Chag, let's go for the timeout.
Yeah.
Send the message, dude.
Let him know.
Make it personal.
Let him know.
Pretend it's soccer. Okay. There's a grab. Oh, just going right now for the extra percent. Any area will pretty much do the job here, apart from fair.
Yeah, and the ground moves are going to start doing the same as well.
Oh,
and what a beautiful confirm from Chag.
Single hit nair into up tilt.
That's the magic.
Buenísimo.
That's the money nair that you can find at that percent. That move really does it all. Combos, gets the confirms at high percents, and Chag is such an expert at using that move. Got to progress through the bracket, and that was loser semis, so he has he has now a ticket into losers finals.
Yep.
And things are not going to get any easier because you already see
he's
who
walking
is right
up,
there.
the legend himself. I like when the mics are over the PA because they can all hear us. ¿Cómo están todos? Mirando este torneo, ¿están bien? Gracias a todos que están mirando. Thank you to everyone who's watching. If you're just tuning in, this is going to be our losers finals. Leo able to overcome Spargo.
Yeah.
Now Spargo, still with Byleth, I think, has to fight Chag.
He has to face off versus Chag. Actually, he was the one that sent Chag into losers bracket. So,
yeah.
I mean, the run back potential is here. And we were talking earlier about how maybe Chag has a shot at getting this tournament. And this is his first test, right? His first real test, because you lose here, you're done.
It is what it is, but not surprised at all that the top 3 for this tournament are the 3 premier Mexicans here.
Yeah.
I think Maestro would have been top 4 here if he showed up too. It's just that's the level of consistency these players have. That's why they're considered the best region in the world. And I myself entered this bracket. I got 13th. I'm going to flex a little bit.
Go for it.
I beat 3 people. I think I beat the best Lucas in Mexico. That was pretty cool.
One of the best. Yeah, Barco, right?
Could we call him the best? No, I had a good run. It was fun. It's just really cool to go to other regions and actually compete against people to see how good they are versus Puff or not.
Yeah.
But at the very end of the day, only a few can remain, and these are the 3 best players in the building. FaZe, Spargo, and Chag facing off to see who gets the chance at Leo once again in the final.
Once again, that path might open up for either of these guys. Chag, who has a storied friendship and rivalry with Spargo as well. And I don't doubt that he's going to go the goddess of light. But we've seen the professor so far from Spargo, and it is indeed going to be. I mean, things get dicey. He might bust out the Aegis, but I mean, things were looking very solid for him on the winner's side when they faced up.
It might be what he needs. For those who are unaware, Chag was actually able to beat MkLeo at a tournament. Leo is going Rob at the
in Cuba,
the Cuban premiere event that they had, and actually beat him here. So obviously not going Rob anymore, but it would be cool to see Chag get that run back on Leo to see if he can have Thunderstrike twice, this time with the Corrin.
This time around doing it with a different character. No juggle here for Chag, rolling away. Oh, I like that Arid Bar option, the side B, covering all that range. And the way that Spargo just threatens that space, this kid is just so good with the story-type characters. And Chag, the way that he's been just overextending with the jab, he just is overshooting that option and getting some extra damage. Perhaps, in the end, he will end up getting those Nair confirms or even a backer.
Quick ledge grab into the side being neutral. It comes out so fast. Another tool in Valis. Already giant arsenal. Spargo looking for that wall cling tether, but did not get it. Strange SD right there.
It's strange, and he's been falling of his own accord quite a bit this tournament. We've seen some SDs, but he always brings it back. It's no big deal whenever that has happened, at the very least for the longest time. And this is sets and on the top 8, I should say, and the snipe. But I mean, Byla's recovery is crazy, so that was a non-factor right there.
Right. Even stock count here. 40% deficit right here. Gonna go down. Okay, little 1-2 down throw back air. Goes for the neutral B to get some bullets. Won't actually force the option. Okay, a little up air confirm.
Okay, here going to get that fair as well.
Chag's looking good.
Chag is actually looking great as far as percents go, but that doesn't tell the full story. The Spargo avoiding the grab, which would have been the sure kill right there. He's not getting the final hit. And I mean, Violet, we've seen, has the killing power, so the combat potential is there, but perhaps for the next stock.
I mean, hey, if base mage can do it, so can Spargo, right? Its matchup is tricky, but Palutena does have her weaknesses across the board. And Violet, of course, I mean, we see what Leo can do. Has the up air. Chag looking much better than before, though. I mean, look at him.
Yeah, no, this is a different Chag that we saw on the winner's side. And though, trading Nair by Nair, and he was very ready. Oh, that was almost it. And Chag has been getting very consistent with those force smashes by the ledge. However, Spargo still with a fighting chance here.
I keep forgetting that Violet can just back up when you try and get edge guarded and let the tether do the recovery for you. Such a good recovery. Chag now full lap. Just needs one more well-placed back air. Oh, I like that catch from Spargo scooping it up with the up smash.
Okay, talk about that up smash right there. We saw him do it versus Leo. He could still do it versus Chag, and that's a story that the player from Mexico City definitely doesn't want to happen. That was almost a spike which would have for sure killed, I'm sure.
Why do I feel like Spargo's going to win this, dude?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like he's going to hit some dumb down smash shield break into the fully charged, what's it called? The, you know, the down B.
Yeah, Amir?
Yeah.
Amir, yeah.
I love that move.
Oh, great DI. Again, Spargo.
Yes. 146.
What? How is that?
I'm not
Perhaps
sure.
he was trying to counter an arrow or something, just reflected back. Back here not finding its mark. He knew that was coming.
Living still very
okay.
far. Falls to the flame. Almost like a novice mistake there a little bit. I think he could have just drifted under with Violet.
Yeah.
Air dodge and up B, but a little haphazard there. It's going to be Chag with game 1.
Chag getting that game 1 is struggling to close it out. But I mean, it wasn't meant to go Spargo's way, even though he did try for sure. Like, that man was trying to make that comeback happen, and he almost did. He was very close in a couple of on occasions.
I want people to know that, you know, this isn't Spargo like sandbagging either. Like, he was going Cloud and Aegis earlier, and losing, including to that Toon Link player, Ang, super good Toon Link. And he was beating his Aegis, so he had to switch to Byleth in order to win. So this character is near now the level of other characters.
Yeah, real quick, shoutouts to Anguiano Ang. You already know, the best, one of the best players in Saltillo, and for sure one of the best Toon Links that we have. But let's focus back up on this match right here, as Chag once again with the lead, but only by %, and we've seen that that doesn't mean anything versus Spargo, because he can get that type of thing, and if you're making those mistakes, you better be prepared, because Spargo is for sure going to punish.
And if you thought Byleth didn't have enough little quirks to make her good, also one of the strongest forward smashes in the game on the tipper. Maybe the strongest, I think, actually.
I mean, that kills Bowser by the ledge at like 50.
Yeah,
so.
in terms of knockback. You have to hit the perfect tipper, though. But for example, back throw from Chag. Quick cleanup after a scary start.
Very scary indeed. Ooh, a little combo right there, but Spargo very wise to go off stage, avoiding the rest of the damage that could have been brought to him. Okay. Just landing both of these guys' spacing, and even for the faintest second fail not coming to play, the arrows, I don't think are going to play a big factor right here, as Palutena does have that auto reticle option. But look at the neutral, the way that Spargo just manages to space away and bait out Chag into coming in, and those down tilts could eventually end up comboing into an upper, which would be deadly.
It would be. Comes back down with a little get off me fair.
Yo!
And a snipe up across the stage. We all forget that arrow is a thing, and yet it has such devastating knockback. Perfect use of it for a kill.
Yeah, and I was talking about that because usually the reticle comes out faster, but Spargo was just perfectly out of the range of that, so the arrow was a guaranteed kill right there. And Chag just pushing away, which is not the greatest idea, like as far as facing Byleth goes, because that is super good recovery.
I think Chag should put the not twice! Like your favorite band. Your favorite group.
That's right.
I mean,
this man was meant to be on face. The snipes are on point.
Right. Very, very nice. 1-to-1, a quick answer. He's showing us over and over, like, that's why he's staying this character. He always has the trick up his sleeve.
Yep.
Even doing stuff we haven't seen from Leo even. So that's always a cool thing.
Always a cool thing to see.
Chag, thinking for a second, wondering what stage to go to.
Just taking some time to recompose, right? Very important thing in competition. Just being able to just bring one back from the depths. I mean, you would know a lot about that.
I would. I would indeed.
I watched EVO 2016 Grand Finals. So
I watched it a few times too. It's a pretty good set. Y'all should too. Just make me feel better. Stroke the ego a little bit. But this is what you're going to expect from the best players in the building. Counter adaptation, counter combos, reversals. Yeah. Mix-ups galore. Using, of course, some of the best characters in this game. Wow. Down air. Big hit, but not a kill yet.
Yeah, and down tilt has been working wonders for Spargo as well. Like, just the spacing at which Chag has been playing in the ground has been the perfect way for Spargo to punish that. And trying to get the area bar once again. That side B with so much shield stun. Okay, going aggressive is Chag. Finally, those jabs that he was overextending with turned into nairs, and that, of course, is going to allow Palutena a lot more damage, but still not getting that stock. Spargo's defense on point.
Right. Kind of wild that the most... as I said, the most common kill move in this set so far for Spargo was the arrow, but as I say that, love that read deep on the side. And again, Chag very, very quick at cleaning up early stocks.
Ledge play coming in clutch for Chag. Oh, aggressive. And the overextension from
3, 4,
5.
Is he going to continue the juggle? He comes back down, but now before taking 61 quick %.
Might have not been a juggle, but Spargo is saying this is my turn to play now, and just brings it right back to almost even %. And talk about that. No grab. Chag knows best, as he's played with Leo a bunch of times. So he, at the very least, knows the matchup. But, I mean, Spargo bringing something different to the table. And the neutral has been pristine from him. Those arrows also threatening in quite a way. Oh, very brave from Chag to just try to punish that down smash from Spargo.
Oh, what?
Okay.
It's going to kill. It's going to kill. My goodness, and this is going to be another lead point for Spargo. Center stage back here, killing Palu around 100.
I mean, from the center, that move hits so hard. Like, Arid Bar, yes, every Lance move is just so strong. Wow, Chag committing finally. He finally chases away. And that's something that we're not used to see versus Violet because of the up B.
Now, I don't know if you saw how the whole sequence started, but he did like a single teabag, not really. But it's not like a BM one. He actually goes down with Palutena to make it seem like he's doing something to make them act up the ledge. Very smart play.
I actually talked with him about that, and it's because he's trying to bait a reaction from the opponent.
Okay.
Again, going for those nairs, but falling into Palutena's loving arms. The professor is suffering right here. Chag covering every option, and he almost got that. He was slightly misspaced, and he could pay with his life.
Chag, one more chance at taking this game 3, but Spargo's not going to make it easy.
Spargo definitely not getting
reverse.
Perfectly positioned right there.
Hold.
Okay.
Hold.
The upper.
Oh my god.
Okay, great from Chag to disengage from that situation.
Facing
oh my god, and the shield is looking a little sus as well.
Tex it, he waits. Spargo looking for something, not giving him the chance.
Yo,
parry.
What a parry!
The footsies. Bow stepping to ledge.
Oh my god!
Oh!
Yo!
Woo! That was intense.
What an intense exchange from both of these guys. The way that Spargo managed to hold on, even though Chag was trying to put the pressure onto him, really goes to show why this kid is so consistent.
I just cannot believe that, like, Chag was playing so immaculately accurate with the down tilts, and as soon as he felt like the perfect spacing, Spargo, parry. No problem.
It's my turn.
He says, I am the absolute. I will see beyond you.
He goes above and beyond to get those.
This is my game. Saying it over and over. A little early start on the right platform. Juggle. Only 35 though.
Chag trying to say this might be my game here with that percent. And just out-neutraling Spargo a couple of times. Not enough though. We've seen Chag get consistent damage and not get the stock at the right time. So if Spargo manages to live... Oh, what a... Like a genius up B just to stall ever so slightly and then get his own punish, just bailing him out of the rest of that damage that was coming this way.
I do love seeing it. Okay, little dash attack back at center stage.
And this is exactly what I was talking about, like just the way that Spargo is able to just hold on. Yeah, I might have taken some percent, but I'm not gonna lose the stock.
Yeah, not for me. Scooping it up with up smash again.
Ooh.
Again, why not? And for the kill, too.
Yeah, just turning things around, and what was looking so great for Chag has turned into Elite Four Spargo, and just BMing him a little bit with the fail knot.
I think he's trying to get in his head, trying to frustrate him just a little bit. Oh my god, what a beautiful back air off the down throw.
I mean, they are doubles teammates, but I mean, when you're playing singles, friendship it goes away really quick.
No, dude. I'll punch Crunch in the face. Respectfully. When we're playing a match, I hate him.
With love.
I hate him. Afterwards, we hug it out. But in that like 15 minutes, I hate him. Back up. Okay.
Wow. Still, just Spargo being able to abuse those uppers from Violet as well, and I thought he was gonna go for the run of fair, but instead,
fakes out the arrow.
We've seen that.
And the crazy part with that arrow, just the presence of it too.
Yeah.
Forces them to do a move and eventually gets the edge guard. Look at this Spargo on grand finals point right here. I mean, it's written in blood that Spargo and Leo must play 2 sets every tournament, and right now we're seeing that in real time about to happen unless Chag really gets it together. I like that grab there. Edge guard, no trump either. He's ready for it. But 104.
Yeah, and Chag has to get it together not only for this stock, but for the rest of the set if he wants to face off versus the T1 player. No edge guard. Nice fastball from Spargo, and he will lose the stock, so at least Chag managing to bring things back to even. But look at this punish from Spargo, just knowing that Chag wants to go to the air and instead just find a big fat punish.
All right, I like that 1-2 hit. Suddenly 3 on the dash attack. Suddenly anyone's game. Dead even. Keeping it really close, but Nair not going to confirm it before Spargo gets a quick 3-piece. 68 right now. That percent is going to go higher and higher. Getting it more and more deadly to be that close as Spargo Okay, no grab follow-up either.
Okay. Bold grab from Chag and the punish. No tag on the platform. Rare miss from Spargo. Great spacing from Chag, just fading away to manage to get a punish. He could still do it.
Oh, wait, a bad neutral B into this platform. He gets no grab punish, 107. Potentially Chag's last stock of Relax and Smash Geekfest.
Okay. The grab as well from Spargo. Covering that. Okay, the roll.
Oh.
It was coming. Like he knew. And the backer, is he going to go off stage? No.
The tether. Oh my god, he answers the forward air before he can put it out. What's the answer? What's the finisher? Nothing.
Oh my god.
Fair. There's
So
a fire.
bold.
Oh! Forward throw, the weak one. Goes.
Wow!
Oh
What?
my
That
god.
was not a back here?
I don't know.
How was that not a back
Next
here?
hit wins. Next
Oh
hit wins.
my god!
Next big hit wins at least. Ah! Up air.
Down here?
No dunk.
What?
Oh,
my god!
Wait, is he dead? No way.
Wow, that does it! Jabs do it. What the crap?
Bro.
Oh my god.
He lost the set to Leo with his up throw, and now Spargo winning that set with a jab. That's a strong jab, man. It's a jab for a cowboy. Damn, dude.
A jab made, a match made in heaven right there. As far as punishes go, great to take advantage of that frame data. And it was quite an intense situation, but Spargo again clutching up when it mattered most. So great stuff from Chag, just finishing in third place.
And at a Mexican event, who else would you expect in the grand finals? Another run back between MkLeo and Spargo. Almost 100% sure they're going to run back Byleth and Korin, but that last set we saw in winners was about to be a banger. But really quick, give it up, of course, for my boy Chag, getting third place. Great run for him.
Of course, give it
usual.
up.
Give it up.
Come
for all the
on.
competitors today, actually, the 4 finals. A lot of people come out here. It's scary to play in these tournaments.
Of course.
And put yourself out there, but they do for the love of the game. And sometimes you get bodied, but sometimes you can flex and enjoy the game for the reason it was made, to beat up top tiers.
That would be quite a reason to play that. And thank you so much to everybody that's been watching here as we are setting up the grand finals in a short bit.
Yep.
I mean, we've had everything in this top 8. We've had great action. We've had great stories.
Yep.
The pirate ship might have not happened.
It might have happened, right?
It definitely did.
George, thank you for the prime. Like I said, I'm going to try to get any of these right there. Yeah, lots of people viewing up Carspo streaming, about 7,000, 8,000 total. So it's a good time. It's a good weekend for Smash for sure.
Good weekend for Smash indeed. And let's take a quick look at the bracket. If you've missed any of the action, well, Leo in grand finals currently gonna be facing versus Spargo. That was the same match as winners finals. And to make it there, Leo had to beat Waka and Spargo had to beat Chag. Both 2 times actually, both in winners semis and losers finals, even though Chag did manage to take a game the second time around. Also would like to highlight Shiny Mark's run, making it all the way into the single-digit placings, sharing with nobody, getting that 4th. And all the way from Guatemala, which is one of the players that I'm sure will be making waves as soon as he gets a chance to go more often to the States. We've seen him a couple of times, but I know traveling from Central America, a little rougher than even from Mexico.
Right.
So I hope that he does get a lot more chances to go.
And we're here, of course, in a resort in Cancun. It's been nice. Been swimming on the beach and just chilling in general. Some good food, good people. And we're here, of course, in a convention. A lot of people from around Mexico traveled to this convention, so huge shout-outs to them. Remember, the people are what make a community, and traveling is a hard task. By doing it, you keep everything alive. So shout-outs to them as well. And it's really cool. There's been some great cosplayers here, some great booths. There's actually a giant piece of toast, a plushie this big.
Nice.
For $100, they want to give it to me. I'm considering it, but the only thing is I can't take it home on the flight without looking really suspicious. So I'm worried about it, but I really, really want that big piece of toast.
Yeah, you just have to justify having a big toast at TSA. It's like, look, man, they gave it to me at a convention. Like, what can I say? It's just a big toast.
Have you ever eaten your body weight in French toast?
Ooh.
You should. It's good for the soul. Bad for the arteries. Great for the soul.
Great for the soul, indeed, I hope. My soul gets cleansed after I take some of that.
Yep. And hey, listen, man. This is it. This is where we wanted to end up. 2 of the greatest, if not the 2 greatest players in the world, duking it out for a Mexican title. Spargo in losers needs to win 2 sets versus the god Leo himself. Leo just needs 3 quick games and the tournament will be over.
The tournament could be over very soon if Leo has his way, but Spargo fighting for the run back and trying to get a reset to get along as well. Okay, not getting that up B. A little suspicious, but still, it's damage. And Spargo is going to open up with a slight lead. However, we've seen Leo turn around really quick.
Oh, yeah. Early attempt here. Look at how brave he is for going that deep. Knows Byleth can still recover, but if he gets one more read, it would have been fine. Whiffs the grab.
Okay.
You can't whiff anything anymore. Like, it's go time.
Pretty much it is. Oh, Leo, rare overcommitment from him. Just the way that you can actually swing the other way around with Karin's Dragon Lance. So, interesting positioning right there. And talking about lances, like that's a move that Spargo has been using quite effectively. That side B from Byleth, and the projectiles are coming into play as well. The Dragon Fang shot not only has a great paralyzing hitbox, but also like a huge bite hitbox. Oh, that's a trick that Leo has been employing on like platforms by the ledge. Like he just uses the launch. Oh, but forget about all of that.
First stock dunk city for Spargo, making a statement, saying this ain't gonna be the same walk in the park as before, my friend. I got this. Oh my God, 0 to 73, arrow cancel, and nearly got a 0 death confirmed edge guard. This is a new Spargo, using that Chag win as a power-up.
Using the power-up from the previous match, but still, Leo sending them to the skies. And even though the percents are quite far, we've seen him, once he sets up for those juggles, once he sets up on no jump, that was very dangerous. And of course, he knew that he was gonna, like, Spargo was gonna try and land, and this is what I'm talking about. Once he sets it up, like, it's just go time, and Spargo mistiming his up B just a little too far, and it's not very often that you see that. However,
him peeking his head off stage was enough for him to feel scared and didn't even go for the recovery.
Yeah.
Full fear edge guard.
And the thing is, we've seen time and time again, at least at this tournament, that Spargo has been falling off stage, right? Quite a few SDs on his sets throughout this top 8. And if there's any player that you cannot afford to give anything against, it's definitely Leo.
It's like you blink and the entire... Oh my... Sure. That was scary.
Chill.
You blink and the entire momentum has turned around so quickly. And right there, of course, it was that juggle into the unfortunate SD.
Did you see that movement? It's just very dimension, but...
Perfect diagonal. This is still a game.
It's still game, but the percent is on Leo's side, and the lunge is working.
Oh.
No force smash, Joe. Very slightly mistiming that. Oh, Leo was ready for that, and the platform chase. Second time he's going to use that up air.
It's so big, that up air. So large.
And this first game is so big as well. As Spargo gets it, he very well may be on his way to a reset, but Leo is going to get that full charge and almost getting that stock. No pin, though.
How do you win this? How do you win this right now?
The answer is you can't.
Not against
you can't.
Not against the most accurate corn in the world. That range is simply too big.
And I thought that Spargo was for sure dead after that forward smash, but instead managing to smash the eye like close enough to Karin's body to still survive by the ledge, by the skin of his teeth. But in the end, it was not enough. He is going to need a lot more of that clutch defensive play, and also some of that spice that he did bring in the winners finals when we saw a couple of comebacks and a couple of very, very explosive stops coming in from Spargo.
We did indeed. This matchup so far, whole day has been 4-1. Leo's favor. He starts off so strong too, that dunk for stock 1. You keep thinking it's going to be a different story, but Leo... Oh my God!
Look at that!
He's so okay.
Oh my God!
Coming back.
He just lost in his head.
MkLeo, the demon from below, sending Spargo to the Shadow Realm. And how about another 40?
He's not stopping. This man's still partying.
Good
Like
Lord.
He came to Cancun for a reason, and this man is throwing an entire party.
No.
And oh my goodness, it looks like he's having fun right here.
He's just a boy, Leo. He's you 5 years ago. Let him breathe.
Let him catch a break, please. Great spacing, the way that Spargo has been threatening with that fair battle edge. No snipe this time around, but we've seen Spargo very accurate with the fail nut, that neutral B, and the setup once more. Great defensive play from Sparg, just fading away, not committing to the range that Corin is very effective at. And look at that, just threatening with the launch once again, and the juggles are being set up. The way that Leo has been dominating by the ledge is just very impressive.
I mean, what more can be said about this champion that hasn't already been said? I always say this, we're in the presence of greatness, not just for Smash, but esports in general. One of the greatest e-athletes, gamers that has ever lived on the face of the earth.
He is the pride and joy of Mexico for sure. And Spargo is trying to fight against his greatest foe right here. And even though things are looking dire, still the percent on that last stock not super far from possible. And especially if he gets that, he overextended. He could have still recovered regardless because of the way that up B works. But
I thought he was going to the plunders all the way down.
Yeah.
Would have been able to recover. Of course, Byleth can. And
okay.
Bit of a greedy option there on shield. Let's see the last stock. Let's see the last stock.
That's what I was talking about.
Set is still early. I think if it goes 2-0, it's definitely done. But 1-1, that's an entire different story.
Like once once that whatever it is that clicks on Spargo's head goes off, he just seems like a completely different man, and he's just actually bringing it back. Look at the way that he's been punishing, and just even waiting for Leo at the right spots.
He had the spot dodge, the air dodge read, but didn't opt to punish him.
Yeah.
Leo, okay, last hit of Nair. Okay, that's going to be a lot of damage. Can't take another up air that high up.
Okay.
Okay, a little mid.
No pin here.
Oh,
Backers, though.
Going way high. And look how ready he is.
Look
at how ready he is.
But let's not forget, Spargo was at his last stock, and he almost managed to bring it all the way back. And there's still a game.
There's still a game. How will they finish off this set? Same stage, same matchup that has not been going in his favor?
I mean, you already know it's going to be PS2.
Yep.
And we already heard that it is indeed going to be the Corn versus the Violet, so it all comes down to Spargo's clutch factor right here. Can he do it or not?
One way to find out, my friend.
Only one. Okay. Opening strong here about the platforms. He's just so aware of what routes he can take to punish and forcing Spargo to commit into very dangerous positions that he can still take advantage of.
Bro, I'm pretty sure Leo could play King K. Rool, and in a month will be like, well, yeah, King K. Rool is clearly top 15. Clearly. I mean, look what he can do.
I mean...
What a legend.
He's just the GOAT for a reason.
Right. Always showing the full potential and tool set of the characters in this game.
Yes.
This very balanced roster.
Wow.
The question is now, how many single characters will Leo win a tournament with?
I mean, what's the count so far? Like
5-1.
Lucina?
Ike, Lucina, Joker, Byleth.
Byleth and Corin, right?
Corin.
So he's at 5?
5. There's probably one more missing.
We're probably missing quite a few because of locals and stuff like that. However, this time around, it's all about the Corin, all about that up B, and Spargo has to change something up if he still wants to have a fighting chance, because Leo has been playing super clean. The punishes has just been rolling.
Aegis, Wolf.
Oh, Aegis.
Greninja.
Yeah. Thank you. That's we did say that we were missing some. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Too many characters. Mars. Yep.
Yep.
Too many. We'll say
too many. Yep. Oh, a little overzealous from Spargo. Those observations have been working because Leo very aerial approaches that he's been opting to do. However, once Leo adapts,
and
that's the way the cookie crumbles.
You know, I gotta call it as I see it. It looks like #1 in the world. He isn't changing it very soon unless
my God,
maybe goes on a rampage this year. But this,
ay, Diosito.
He's the best in the world for a reason. It's not even close anymore.
Mira nada más,
the
HungryBox.
The legend MkLeo about to take another tourney. One more all ready to add to his ridiculously illustrious career. All he needs in this case is probably going to be a backer off the side, and Spargo completely out of options.
Completely?
And that's going to do it. Your champion for Geekfest, T1, MkLeo! once again, dominating the scene. It doesn't matter what country he goes to. It doesn't matter what venue he enters. He is Mexican, and he is going to be the best for a while. My friends, another one for Leonardo Lopez.
Leonardo Lopez, indeed. But great stuff to Spargo as well. Managed to get into grand finals, and I mean, a bright career ahead of him. Still, I'm sure we'll be seeing much more from both of these guys facing each other in numerous grand finals, not only in Mexico, but worldwide. So, great stuff. And I honestly, probably my favorite matchup to watch at the time.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you got to have
Quite a storyline.
You got to have pride in a lot of things for your country. And I'm sure the Mexican people are very proud of their boy Leo for dominating Ultimate for so long in general. And that's what it is. My friends, this has been quite a bracket. Quite a fun top. You're fun to commentate with, man.
You as well, my man. We've not done it for a long time, but I am super glad that we got to.
We are.
So, anything else that you want to add?
Well, basically, yeah, there's just a ton of events happening this year. Like I said, Battle of BC coming up, CEO coming up, Givitational coming up, GOML coming up. You know, so many events, rise and grind all around. It'll just be a really, really good experience for everyone. And I think right now I'm going to be joined.
You're going to be joining, Leo's going to be joining you for an interview.
Yeah,
so I'm going to peace out. But thank you so much. You can follow me at Roy_ORS on Twitter if you please. So if not, well, show some love to HBox here and Twitch on whatever social media you may please. And of course, to Liga Esports and Oxo Premia, of course, the sponsors of this tournament. I'll be leaving you. Goodbye.
Let's give it up to my co-caster Roy for an amazing time today. Ours for Roy all throughout. What a legend. And now, as soon as this bracket goes off the screen, I'm going to be here joined by a young man who I've seen many a time. Okay. Okay. Everyone, I'm here joined by your champion, MkLeo, and I feel like at this point I've interviewed you who knows how many times, but I'll ask you the same question I always ask you. How are you feeling after this win?
Feeling good. Not feeling bad at all. I'm feeling very good. I know he didn't play Cloud or Aegis, but it was a really convincing win, so I'm happy for that.
Yeah, is there a reason you opted to only go core in the entire time?
No, really. I just thought that the matches were good for Violet, but I just didn't want to try Violet at this tournament. Like I've been practicing him with the slingshot, so I've been trying to practice a bit more before putting it in practice. But Corin seems to adapt pretty well to the slingshot, right. So I think that's perfect.
Well, I'm gonna say one more time to the entire world. I mean, you know, Spargo had your number, I think, for a little bit, either earlier this year or last year. He was your rival for a time. But it seems like right now you had a pretty good win streak on him. Was it just specifically him you were studying for, or is the character matchup that changed the entire thing?
Yeah, it was him. I mean, there's not many Clouds, so it's basically only him. And he was the person that was beating me for like 2 tournaments. So I knew that if I wanted to keep being the best, I had to beat him. If he wants to be the best, he has to beat me, right? It's that easy. So, yeah, he's the person I'm always looking forward to play and beat. So, I studied like my matchups against Cloud on Aegis. I didn't expect him to go Violet this time, but it went pretty well.
Is there anyone in the world right now that you would consider your true rival?
My true rival? I guess Spargo's my rival, but like...
Maybe a Frenchman from across the water?
Tweak is definitely my rival since back in his Smash 4, but Gluttony, one of my best friends and also top 3 player in the world, so it's probably between us 3. So we're all in a really weird rivalry right now.
Gotcha. What's the next event you're going to?
I'm going to a Switzerland tournament.
Oh,
I don't know if you heard about it. Yeah, that's why I'm skipping the Invitational.
Are they playing Swiss at that tournament, the Swiss format?
I don't think
they should. I mean,
they should not.
No, Swiss low-key is trash. But good for trading card games. But yeah, man, listen, it's been awesome I think it's my first time I'm at a tournament in your home country. You're always in America traveling, dominating there, so it's been really cool to just see you in your element right here. I know Meister couldn't be here, Last couldn't be here, a lot of people in general, but do you have anything to say to your Mexican fans watching the audience who have been following you on your entire career as one of the greatest esports players in the world, the pride of your country? What do you have to say to your people?
Thank you. I appreciate it. Pues gracias a todos. Los amo. Siempre es un placer quedarme aquí en México jugando y ver a todos cómo han mejorado. En verdad me llenan mucho de orgullo y pues ojalá para la siguiente pues podamos seguir rifándonos y cuando vayamos a Estados Unidos todos vamos a dominar el mundo.
Una vez más, tu campeón, MkLeo. And everyone, I believe that's going to weigh on basically production right there. But I heard that whatever dry lava doing, I think lifts tonight. So if you're trying to share a cerveza, I'm down, dude. Yeah, just let me know. All right, and I believe that's going to be it for the entire tournament. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time. Peace. Saludos. Y chao.